Welcome in, Tier. Forgot to play the starting music. Good luck with servers today. Mine's been terrible with 60Ks. We might be playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure instead. What else is that? Dirty First, what's going on? Yeah, I'm very afraid. I am very afraid. Hey, Six Dogs. I got some fixes. I'm gonna try to get it out tomorrow. I got some good fixes. That realm. One of the fixes I got in for Viewer Frenzy is how vehicles relocate onto the map. I think I have a picture of this. Welcome in, welcome in. So what I'm doing, I have it. So what was happening before, you know, like you got that part where the road is, who is that? Squidbilly? Welcome in, welcome in. Uh-oh, they're here.
They're here.
Yes, they are. Where the, you had the road kind of blow up a little bit when they dropped the bombs. And so what happening is vehicles are getting placed here, but they're kind of like stuck on the graphic.
I don't play World of Warcraft.
Butters, you said you're on your computer all the time.
Yeah, but I'm playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
So what it's doing now, ray tracing goes in and like hits it and see where the light bounces off of, so it knows where to put stuff. And so it was just putting it on the road regardless of where the road was. That's what the original logic was a long time ago, before we even had the concept of invisible roads. Servers are a thread right now. It's working just barely. Apparently update and fix for Ironclad coming this week. Yeah, Nova. So now what it does is it tries to put it on the topmost visible layer, but not something like in a tunnel. So as long as there's plenty of room above, that's where it'll go. So the moment it can find an area to put the vehicle, it should replace it there. So we got new placement logic. Hey, Sean, what's going on? At Cosmic, you say that, but I actually thought about that. I thought about allowing a developer of a map to say if a nuke is dropped, what it will look like. I'm doing great, Sean. So I'm that's actually a feature I've got on my list. It's probably post, you know, getting it on Steam. But the idea is if a nuke is dropped, then they can replace the buildings with the beat up buildings and stuff. I think that would be so cool, because now I have the post-apocalyptic buildings. So you could have a trigger and then it could just like change the map on you or something like that. I actually have that on my list. It'll be soon, Sean, but it's real. I just to show you, Sean, how simple it is. Let me just. So Sean is a director in Hollywood. He streams some Star Citizen, some other games, and whatnot. But I will show you, man. I wish this is super easy. But I'm waiting for some verification. It's taking like forever. So I provide the new builds in the announcement channel. All you have to do is download it. All you gotta do is download it. Let's see here. What does it provide? Should say too big to download. So it's, yeah, you can't load it, so you download it. There you go. The download. It's a couple of gigs. I think it's 2.5 gigs right now, which is in today's world actually a small one. But we're gonna give Sean step by steps. So click the link, download it. We're at 1.9 gigs, 2 gigs. We're almost there at 2.5 gigs. Almost done. All right, so once it downloads, we're at 2.3, almost there. Almost there. Stay on target. Stay on target. Did the shout out for you kick in too? I saw it kicked in. Shout out for Nova Bunny. How come the shout out for you? Oh, I know why I didn't kick in for you. I can fix that. I updated on my gaming PC, but I didn't update it on my streaming PC. So you're gonna have a zip file, right? And you just unzip it. You can like right click it and drag it to an empty folder and say extract. And then it'll just ask you for a folder. And so then it's unzipped. Let me. All right, so it's extracting. Wasn't expected to do a real-time demo here, but I'm excited for Sean to show this off. So you got to unzip it somewhere. Now, eventually it'll be on Steam, and you can just click it from there. All right, so then it's there. So it's been unzipped, and then you're going to go into this folder here, and you're going to see a Viewer Frenzy EXE. And just run the EXE. Now, it's going to give you a very scary prompt like this. All this is saying is, this isn't signed. I don't know what it is. That's what I'm waiting. That's what I'm waiting to get taken care of, is I'm getting my verification done so they don't think I'm some hacker or whatever. So my verification's almost done. Just click more info and then say run anyway. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for the verification. So I had to get a Duns and Bradstreet number too. Like, it's silly. So SSL.com has got to verify the final details. I had to get a Dun and Bradstreet number. And then you're in. And then you're in. So you just unzip it, run the exe, click more info. Yeah, I mean, it's a Windows certificate, sort of. But it's not like, it's kind of like a web server certificate, but not the same thing. But you got to get like a third party like SSL.com to verify you. Well, but it's not. So TLS, you guys are talking things. TLS is you know, just a way of communicating that you know someone, and it encrypts that, right? It is an encryption. So certificates are not encryption. Certificates are verification. And then whatever technology is using that can decide what to use it, right? So on a web server, for example, they go, okay, let's verify you are who you are. It says, okay, then the web browser and the web server decide to do an encrypted connection. For Windows program, it's the same thing. It goes, let's make sure this is a legitimate program that, you know, isn't someone sending some bad program or whatever, and does a verification, says, okay, it's a legitimate program, and then they go ahead and allow you to run it. So encryption's not the same thing as certificates. Certificates are just verification process. But that's about it. But let me, so I'll show you. I got a little shout out thing, and I'm pretty sure I added you on there. Let me make sure I got you on there. Let me bring up my Steam stream code. Stream, pull him up. You should be on there. So I got this list of walk-ups. So these people all get custom walk-ups. Yeah, I added you, but it's not on my streaming PC. That's what happened. That must be it. So you're on my list. So guys, give Sean a follow. He streamed some Star Citizen. I was watching him the other day. And he's I enjoyed it because he kind of perseveres through Star Citizen. Perseveres through Star Citizen, and I think everybody on here can respect that, right? You know, maybe things don't go perfectly, maybe you got to make some adjustments, and a very good attitude, very good attitude. But it should auto shout you next time you come in. I just don't know why I didn't do that. So Viewer Frenzy, I got some fixes. I was showing 6 dogs at, so it should fix your map a little bit. I got some crashing fixes. I got some stuttering fixes in. I do too. I love Star Citizen. So let's go ahead and let's get our giveaway kicked off. There. All right. So I'm hoping to get that update out tomorrow, 6. 32 hours of the same mission, but it won't work. I'm moving on to something else. I would have moved on before 32 hours. Yeah, we just got started up, Darth. Well, can I usually start my streams with a Viewer Frenzy? That's how I usually start it off. Give everybody a code early. Let's see here. Move him out of the way. So this is a super later build. Actually, I don't know which build this is. Wait a minute. This one is build 134. Hold on. Let me unpin these. Unpin. Unpin. Let me make sure I get the latest. Data, games, builds. Should be prod. Build from today. There we go. Sysadmin. So it's available to download Viewer Frenzy now, or I need to wait. No, you can download it now. That's what I was trying to show you. So in my Discord, the Viewer Frenzy Discord, that's what I was showing. Let me cover this. So from the beginning, and you should have access to this channel. In fact, I know you do because I pinged you here. Only Joker. Well, it's not showing names here. I hate that. Here, there's Sean's. So I've pinged you on that. So, but you want to go to pre-alpha announcements. And then here is where I usually do the new build. So tomorrow I'm going to do a new build and deploy that. So there'll be a new link. And so this is the latest one that you can grab. So just download it, unzip it somewhere, run the Viewer Frenzy XE, and you're good to go. I don't know, man. I don't know. I tagged you with all kinds of stuff. Welcome to Viewer Frenzy. Here's the release notes. Here's where you can ask questions. Here's the security warning. Here's the download links are here. How to play is right here. And the most important thing is you have F9. So you hit F9 anywhere. You see it at the top. This is most important. So F9, you can report bugs or feedback. And what's really nice for the bugs is it sends me log files so that I can better triage the issue. Yeah, it was. It's kind of like, you know, those tests they put in front of people if they really are motivated to do something. You know, where there's a will, there's a way. But if you have a bug or feedback, do this. It'll send me details and stuff. Do we got any new maps? Let's see what's on community here. This one's crazy. This is the 10-minute map. I'm not doing that one. So this one was the only Joker did a 10-minute map. It is insane. Are there any? No. So no new ones. So yeah, let's do Invasion because that's the one that was problematic until I did my new code. So let's do Invasion. There we go. Because this one, he has the road kind of bumps up when it gets hit. Alrighty, exclamation frenzy to get in. First place gets 300 entries into the giveaway. Second place gets 50 entries into the giveaway. Third place gets 25 entries into the giveaway. The giveaway's tomorrow. The giveaway is tomorrow. And something else, Sean, you can test it offline. Well, I mean, it's just like you stream it like you do Star Citizen or anything else. It's just a program that runs on your Windows machine. So there's nothing fancy you got to do. So you'll log in with your Twitch account. Oh, Ashley must be here.
Oh, come closer so I can tell you something.
So you'll log in with your Twitch account. It knows who you are. So then when people are in your chat, type exclamation frenzy, they'll automatically join in. And you just stream it like you do Star Citizen or any other game or Starship Troopers or whatever. Hey, Yuri. All right, let's get the countdown going. But yeah, the M80 giveaways tomorrow. And I didn't realize it's a game package too. So it's an LTI game package. So it comes with Star Citizen, it's LTI, and as an M80. That's really cool. I didn't realize it was a game package. I saw someone else refer to it as a game package, and I looked at mine. I was like, oh, yep, it sure is, isn't it? So that's nice. 30 seconds to get in. See, the way the program works is you log in with your Twitch account into the game, and then it knows who you are. It connects to your chat and just watches the chat. Yeah, it'll put them in. So when you log into the game, it connects us to your Twitch chat and looks for the keywords I'm looking for, like exclamation frenzy. Yeah, and you can even kick people out. If you don't want someone, you can actually remove them from competition. All right, here we go. And they're off. We got a Realm Drifter with an early lead. Dirty First Psycho, Marcus. Oh, there's the aliens coming in. We got a zoom. We got a zoom by the Dilly Bot. Let's come on over here. No. Oh, no. If you right now it's locked down to only people I've approved to, Darth Wookie. So if you want to play Viewer Frenzy right now, you just gotta let me know and I gotta tag you. I gotta whitelist you. Like if Sean were to give you the EXE, it wouldn't work for you. You would be denied. So I just have to add you to the game. So if you're interested, you just gotta let me know. So make sure you've joined the Viewer Frenzy Discord and then send me a message. Because I'll forget after the stream if you don't send me a message. Spin Dirty First, Realm, and Aaron with the lead here. Stumpy running into the tennis courts there. Watch out for Bob's Burger. Oh! As Nicole crashed right into the Burger Pat Tower. Yeah, you can log into the portal, the website. But the actual play, the game itself, the Run Viewer Frenzy, I have to whitelist you. Everybody can log into the portal. Oh, here comes the bomb. So I'm going to test a nuke here, 6. I don't know if 6 is even around. Lost 6. So I'm going to test a nuke on you all. Incoming nuke. Because one of the fixes I have in the game is to keep people from getting stuck right here. So this is one of the fixes. Let's see if we got somebody here. I tested it myself, but now it's the first time I'm doing it live on stream. Nobody kind of reset there. Do some... Oh, no, it didn't. Look. I gotta see that. I think they put them over here. They seem to went over there. They didn't respawn here. There was still some issues there. Must be some outlier code there. Because I tested it and it worked fine. That's the first time I've seen him get stuck like that. Look, we got more. Something's going on here. No. Something's going on. It's not relocation code. This is not a relocation code error. But here's my new code. This is the other code I put in. Oh, here's the problem. They have enough room. They have enough room. I think they have enough room. They have enough room, so it thinks it's a tunnel. You get one zoom unless you're in the bottom 10%. That's the issue. And I can't change that code because if you're legitimately in a tunnel, I can't put you on top of the tunnel. It's too big of a drop there. Like, it's not big enough for the cars to be put on top. Because like in your other one, the mountain one, when they're all in the tunnel, I don't want to put people on top of the tunnel. So like I said, the logic is as long as there is enough room, it'll put them in there. Yeah, you were winning. Now you're not. That happens. The nukes are nukes. Yeah. And I don't know if I can do anything about that. If you put something on top of the road that gives them enough room to be under there, I can't do anything about it because I still have to be able to put them in tunnels. Yeah, but I mean, you see what's happening there? Because I had to code for this scenario right here. Because being in a tunnel, as long as there's enough room to put them in there, then it's going to put them there because it thinks it's a tunnel at that point. All right, who won? Squidbilly, Yuri, and Cosmic. Let me do a quick tutorial and we'll do a quick tutorial here. So building out maps is super easy. Making the cool maps like Six Dogs map takes a little practice. So I did try to make it super easy. So right off the bat, you just start clicking. And then roads appear, right? So you get where you want to start. Rufus, you don't know what every road's like. I mean, it depends. The problem is you still have to do it for tunnels. Like, I mean, that may not be right. There could be something else there, you know? All right, so let's make a map. So we're gonna actually, here we go. I have it start there. There's some tricks. I need to put some text here, but definitely go through the Discord. Definitely go through the Discord and how to build traps for the keyboard shortcuts. Hey, Attack Cat. I'm gonna make the game introduce the keyboard shortcuts to you, but there are a few things. If you hold down Shift, it'll make it a straight line. So if I do Shift and click right over here, it's still gonna do a straight line. And then if you hit Alt, it changes into select mode, where you can select a piece of map. So once you're in select mode, and you can select it. Then you can select the road, and then you can do some modifications. So you can select the end of it here, and then you can raise it. But this is kind of messed up. Let me change the map. I still haven't got this where I need to default this to off. Follow surface contour. If you got funky looking maps, turn that off. Let me undo all that. There we go. Channel at the end. Oh, it's still got the height there. I'm about to redo that whole piece. Let me undo that whole piece. There we go. He's got the old logic. There we go. Oh, I undid the whole road. All right. We'll do that. We'll come on out. I recommend turning off. So this is the map properties right here on the left-hand side map. I recommend going to ground and ground physics and turn that off, didn't I? Maybe I didn't click apply. And because that one's for a very special use case, I need to default it to be off. All right, and then Alt select mode. If you select, you can select the segment or you can select the end of it, and then you can bring it up. See, now you can create kind of like up in the air stuff. And then if you hold Control, oh, I got to fix that. This is what Six Dogs was telling me about. I got to fix that here. Hold on, let me save this. Demo. I haven't created a map in a while, and I need to make some changes. What am I going to keybind this to? Editor. Settings, key bindings, control. There we go. Same height placement. So where is the movement? WASD. Left control. Rebind. Let's do. Let's just do that for now. Press fly down. I'll have to play with that. That's gonna annoy me. All right, I gotta fix that. So that Six Dogs, you never got that to work then, did you? So I can't seem to reset it to some other key. I need to fix that. Well, let me go through the editor. No, okay. So I need to fix that. Let me make that on an important list. So that's annoying. Let me change this one. Can I change any of them? Left control. I need a search. I need a search on here. Where's the left control? I saw it just a second ago. Oh, you can't even change this one either. All right, so let me look through that. Anyway, the height stuff is kind of funky, so I need to do a new build to fix that. Let me go back to my drafts. And what was the name of the map I was just creating? What did I call that? What was the map I just created? All right, well, I can do a new one. Anyway, click to place roads. You can change the background. So under set, you can do like different backgrounds. There's different ones. There's different backgrounds you can do. Close that out. And then you can change it from, you got different asset sets. So like the low poly mega city has a bunch of buildings you can place. You can just place buildings wherever you want. Bang, bang. And this is another one. It's got some buildings. Got some cool buildings. What else you got? Pretty much everything that's available in the game you can place. You can place vehicles. So if you want to put a fire truck or whatever in there, you can select something and you can do a lot to it. So here I've selected this. I can make it bigger. I can move it. I can drag it around. So like scale if I want to make it a little bit bigger. So this is how Two Clips made the Hot Wheels truck, is he made everything big. You can rotate it, turn it around. You can, raise, lower it. You can do movement. So if I want this truck, so Six Dogs has got a lot of maps where like vehicles are moving across the road here. So you can do create movement. And then you just like placing maps, you just click points where you want it to move. So if you want this truck to move here, like this is a straight line, then you can see this is what he's going to do, right? So creating movements are pretty easy. Hey, nope. Although I got a circular track, so let's do not a circuit, but just once. So you can do circuits and whatever if you want to. There's a lot in there. I need to spend the time and we'll do a proper demo. Let me get some things fixed on that. I didn't like the height stuff. I've completely broken. So I do need to fix that. Let's exit this out. Live demo. Save and exit. All right, let's do one more viewer frenzy, get some tickets away, and we'll get into some Star Citizen. So let's do Mountain Pass is a good one too. All right, exclamation frenzy to get in. I got to get my Excel list of MVP. There we go. Can't move road height. Oh, what happened? Did it crash? Oh, it literally crashed. That's a new one. All right, this might be my worst version of viewer frenzy yet. I've broken all kinds of stuff. Let's try that again. But here, if it does crash, hit F9. Crash while in lobby. And it'll give me the log files that I can be able to fix it. All right, new game. Try that again. Don't know what happened there. I'll get to the tricks in just a minute. I wouldn't say I've been away, Brain. I'm not, ever since that Ironclad fiasco of a stream, I just haven't really been wanting to get onto Star Citizen. It's been extremely buggy. Can't move roads up and down easy. Default to not map to contour of land. Drunk as fuck here. All right, so who do I need to get stream streaks to? So Fat Daddy's got one. Give code Fat Daddy. Got him. The tag hasn't gone over 10 yet. Dirty first. Give mega code at Dirty. Rufus is 30. Give mega code at Rufus. All right. Dutch Lord with 50. Give mega code Dutch Lord. All right. Okay, I think that's all of them. All right, I think I got everybody. All right, let's do our countdown. I mean, you can, Sean. It just depends. If you're going to use it today, but if you're going to, I would just wait till tomorrow. You built the gilded arms? Nice. I would love to have the gilded arms, yes. I have the helmet, and that would give me the arms. Look at control functionality. Look at keybinds. Use. I need to do the QV stations. I haven't done it yet. I got my rep up. I should be able to do them. All right, 10 seconds. I got my rep all up. Should be able to do it. So what did I miss with everyone getting a mega code? You didn't miss anything. You didn't get a mega code. All right, Darth Wookiee Jedi and Cosmic. Out with the early lead here. You didn't miss getting a mega code. You had no reason to get a mega code. Why would you get a mega code? They had a reason to get a mega code. Uh-oh. Sean's out in the lead there? You know, he's bumping around. Did I? No, I did not. I called yours out. Wood Billy 70. Oh, you just did that. You just did it. You snuck it in. I didn't miss it. I didn't have a chance to do anything with it. Give mega code. Wood Billy. There we go. All right, so like this is the tunnel type stuff, is we can't just, no matter what height you do, you don't want to be on top of whatever tunnel. Sorry, not sorry. All right, who's in the lead here? Oh, something else. I do have first person mode. So like I'm following it, 1 through 9 will follow a specific vehicle. So this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth. But when you're following someone, if you hit tab, you can see first person mode, which I think is kind of cool. So like we're following the second person here, and this is the third person. And so you just hit tab to get in and out of first person mode, which I think the first person mode, especially if you're building maps, it's kind of cool because you can kind of see maybe issues that you wouldn't notice otherwise. Uh-oh. Getting some asteroids coming in. Squid Billy, thanks for the bits. Everybody's getting launched. Oh, let me move this back over here. There we go. Only if you pay for that nuke. All right, we got Cosmic and Nope. I got the Executive Baylor helm as well. Looks good with the gilded armor. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I've seen that helmet. Now you're just going really, really, really fast. See, imagine you guys are going super fast. It's not easy to go straight. And you're going around corners. You're going to skid. All right, we got Nope in first. Oh, RD fell off. Nope fell off. 6 dogs barely staying on. Oh, there goes Vess zooming off the edge. But I did add new code. All right, Darth Wookie with some bits. Thanks for the cheer. 40. No, you're going really, really fast. Imagine going 100 miles an hour around this corner here. You're going fast. And 6 dogs with 100 bits. All right, Cosmic Decoder in first.
Get to the chopper!
Yes, you got to get to the chopper. You wouldn't find it easy to make that turn. You're going to be like skidding and stuff. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work that way, does it? Oh, our bits are flying everywhere. Darth Wookie. Oh, we got a tornado now. Oh, everybody's getting wiped out. Oh, they're all getting wiped out. And then 6 dogs. All right, we're going to get spawned back up. Cosmic back in first. You're going to hold on. Oh, well, there's going to be a tornado coming around the end. Oh, the tornado went back. I thought the tornado was going to come back towards the front. There's nothing wrong with that. We're fine with pay to win around here. Or it's pay to keep someone else from winning. It's not really pay to win. All right, looks like Cosmic, 6 dogs, and Darth Wookie. You probably got stuck. If you're driving in circles, you probably got stuck on something. Where is Tetra? Yeah, it's relocating you. You got thrown around. And see, it's flashing, so it's relocating you. I don't know where it puts you. There you go. Put you way up front. Must have been where you were when you got hit. Alrighty, cool. So yeah, I gotta get some fixes in. I'll get those in sooner rather than later. Might be Monday when I get that build out then, instead of tomorrow, just because there's some things I really want to get fixed. I do need to get some stuff fixed on that map. I've made the map a little bit harder than I like. Alright, let's see here. There were some Star Citizen stuff I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you've seen this. But this was some of the info coming out of the Rotterdam Bar Citizen. I was second all the way, then it bugged out and nothing hit you. Now we have to go look at it. Yes, if you pay the money, it'll launch the nukes every time. You keep spending 60 or 20 gifts, you can make the game go on forever and ever and ever. Some point in time, you're going to run out of money. All right, so this info came out, the Rotterdam Bar Citizen. Well, you probably got stuck on something. And just like with marbles, you can do not finish. You can get stuck on things. Yeah, I showed the nuke. It shows the nuke. I did the nuke on the first map. I did it twice, actually. It's not going to do them. I don't know. I don't think I've ever done them that fast. I believe it'll queue them up. They'll be separate and distinct. They should be separate and distinct. Like, because it pauses any new things like asteroids or tornadoes or anything. Hey, Chip. It'll pause any new stuff until the previous one's done when a nuke happens. So, like, even if you were launching bits or launch a tornado, those won't kick in until that one's over. Nah, you just got stuck on something. So you gotta understand the road, the actual game road, and that's up to the map builder. So the game road and the graphics. So there's a game road, and then they might have graphics that look like a nice little road. And so depending upon where it is in the map, you can kind of get stuck in a funky area where the actual game road is slightly off center from the ground that you're on. And that's kind of up to the map builder, but I don't really worry too much about it. It's kind of like getting knocked off the map in marbles. It's just bad luck. It's all RNG as it is. It's going to happen. All right, next one is teased for September. So what I wanted to think is start a timeline here. So we had May, we had Drake Defense Con, we had the Ironclad and Assault variant. But they would if they went to the same spot, Tetra. And at the end of the day, there's nothing I'm going to do about it. It's no programming changes. Sometimes it can happen. It just happens. If you just get to the wrong spot on the map, you can just not finish. That's all part of the RNG. This is not a skill-based game. It's not a skill-based game. For any number of reasons, you cannot win. We had the M80. We had the Pitbull. We had the Starlight. We're gonna have June. When is Alien Week? I do want to say this: Summer Game Fest. I do want to call this out. Can't type. June 12th. Alien Week's June 12th or so. Well, this is not a skill-based game. Viewer Frenzy is not a skill-based game, Ted. Let's see here. Game, Star Citizen, 2026. Calendar. I wanted to put this together, calendar. There's quite a bit going on here. Calendar. Star Citizen calendar. Yeah, that's all it is. And so instead of just spinning the wheel and then someone gets some entries, it's just a fun little way to randomly pick viewers. They say no summer squadron at Summer Games Fest, but my understanding is the Summer Game Fest likes to keep things very tight. And if they were going to have Squadron 42, I really don't think they would say they were going to have Squadron 42. Let's put 4.9. We're going to move 4.9 somewhere. So new enemy faction. Base building in 2027. So kind of confirmed now, because we were talking about it would come in by the end of the year. Because sometimes at the end of the year, they try to put a big feature in. This is cool. Ironclad to get piloting of the bridge. So I wonder what they'll do that with the Caterpillar too, because it suffers from the same thing. Second Galactic ship releasing alongside the railing for Alien Week. Yep. So Alien Week, Alien Week, Alien Week. So let's put do 5th, 6th, 12th-ish. Alien Week. We're gonna have the railing. Another Galactic. Yeah. So definitely an industrial ship. Industrial. Do they consider a cargo industrial? Inspired from a scene in Space Odyssey. Ships in 2001, A Space Odyssey. I mean, I don't know what you all think, but unless it's this kind of thing here going on. I mean, none of these look like cool ships, to be honest. I mean, maybe this a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There we go. But Alien though. Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just trying to think what spaceship in 2001 Space Odyssey are they basing this on. Suit lockers. Uh, to me, you can't do suit lockers unless we got full ship item insurance. Oh, who's coming in here? We got a raid. Thunder Wolf. What's going on, Thunder? It's the Thunder. We're bringing in the Thunder. Thunder and a rush. Okay. All right. No problem. We just got started. I heard something about a ball with arms, so maybe it's inspired by the front part of the ship. Well, that must be, because obviously that's very 2001 Space Odyssey, right? And you know, if they make it kind of alien-like. The raid woke me up. I'm going back to passing out. So yeah, I mean, I can see an alien-like ship. To be honest, this looks more alien than human-like to me. To me, suit lockers, they gotta get reliable ship insurance, ship item insurance to work before people are going to put stuff on their ship. It just need ship item insurance to work reliably. I just can't see. Otherwise, it's useless. Like, why build this feature nobody's going to use if every time they crash, they end up losing the stuff? So they have to have ship item insurance in. Seeds of Orison, instancing, and 4.9. So we're going to get instancing. And that may be a flavor of dynamic server meshing. And then Siege of Orison instanced. So we're going to get instancing. 483 to have alien ship defense missions.
Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Yeah, it does. When I think of 2001 Space Odyssey, I think of the Endeavor, right? Look at that. And then throw in the modules and stuff, right? Throw in the modules and everything. That's the Endeavor. Even this little funky thing looks like that one part of the Endeavor. Absolutely. So what releases do we have? So we did, let's do that here. So let's do 4.8. I don't see, so is July going to be 4.9? Because aren't they doing it every couple of weeks? There we go. Who's in the house here? Hey, Night Hollow. So we're gonna have a 481, a 482, and a 483. So I'm assuming 481 is early June. I mean, how are we going to have 3 releases? This must be late July going into August. Because otherwise, how are we going to have these all in June? You said the other day to Sean he can claim back his gun he lost, does not work for the same stuff as paint. Oh, you're supposed to. No, biker. We should be able to, we'll test it. I got all kinds of pledge. Does he? I said it's got to be a pledged gun. Was it a gun he bought off the store? If it's a gun he bought, in game, no. It's stuff. Anything in your My Hanger on the website, should be claimed from there. But there also could be broken CIG code too. Yeah, we can test it for me too. But the servers have been terrible, biker. I mean, the stuff's not working. But I just don't see how they have. Well, yeah, it's got to have a lot of stuff. So Alien Week. So, I mean, it's at the end of May right now. So are they going to have a 4.1 next week and then a 4.82 for Alien Week? Like, I'm just confused when these are all going to happen. I'm just real confused. And what did they say on the item insurance? Yeah, so one of those is going to have a Xeno thread. I can't remember. Well, the way that I think about it, Biker, is because they're going to have new patches all the time. It's like, I want to play with my stuff. If I lose it, I lose it, because I'm going to get it all back at some point in time in another patch. And there was another page to this. Here we go. And then the other information. They say there's going to be no Squadron 42, but we'll see. Siege of Orison and 4.9. Yeah, we got that. Wait, this is the same one. Hold on. All right, this page, here we go. So this is the second one. Yeah, here we go. So some redundant stuff on here. That's all there is. When asked about fitting the PTV on the Raylan elevator, the Raylan won't be alone. So it almost implies it's going to have a vehicle with it. Or they're going to have a vehicle they're probably going to sell alongside it that'll fit. So a ground alien vehicle, maybe. That'd be cool. Yeah, it's weird how this is commented out. It's like duplicate information. So Xeno threat is 483. I can't type. Xeno threat is 483. Oh, it's just where they announced new games. Pagula. So a lot of people were speculating Squadron 42 might get announced at it. That's an AI summary for someone that does not like to write. It probably is. I need to look at let me see. So the Pipeline had their version of it. Let me see what the Pipeline says. Here's what the Pipeline wrote. They wrote Ironclad and Ironclad bridge rework, likely gaining pilot capability. Yep. Suit lockers in 4.9, 4.10. That's what we got. 2027 ship schedule is being worked on, and they want to push for a 600i rework. Doesn't mean they will rework. We'll finally get the rework for that. Base building 2027. Alien Week will have the Raylan industrial ships inspired from 2001 Space Odyssey. 483 will have alien NPCs you need to protect for Xeno threat. Alien NPCs to protect. When pressed about the PTV, will fit in the Raylan. A CAG staff responded with the Raylan would not be alone. Speculation, see above note, but second industrial ship were the rumors of a small ball with arms from the movie. Okay. Very interesting. New enemy faction coming to 4.9. Siege of Orison 4.9 with instance environment. Squadron 42 not a part of Summer Game Fest. CAG staff will push for another ship that is often asked to be reworked. It's not Reclaimer or Connie series. So there's going to be another ship they want to rework too that's not Reclaimer or Connie as well. I know people here are like Mercury, Retaliator, whatnot. And I don't know what Dory's talking about here about Javelin 7.9s. Yeah. So Jared said he wants to push for the 600i rework. And I think it makes a lot of sense because the work's done, meaning the designs are done. They just need to make it happen. So now this one, so this, they're saying, in addition to the 600i, another ship besides the 600i. So Jared said, I want to push for the 600i. Wherever he said it, yeah. So Jared said he wanted to push for the 600i, and then they're saying they want to push for another ship too. That's the way I read this. I'm not, who knows? We weren't there. We don't know how the questions were answered. And then you got English translations of it and whatnot, and all kinds of things going along. And I'm sure beer and alcohol and wine were involved. All right, so that was the pipelines version of those notes. Dutch Lord over here bringing up some very good points. He does bring up a lot. I have a Go Pass on Gemini now that refueling loop is in. A Go Pass, yeah. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of refilling today. I did the starter mission yesterday morning to knock it out, just in case there were problems, but then I haven't done any others. I tried to do one more, but it was really acting goofy. All right, I do want to watch this a little bit. So this is another Star Citizen streamer.
Hello there, it's me, the Dark Horse.
And I don't know if he's got real information or
and this is a
what.
capsule, a small segment of my office hours live stream that I do on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m.
But he
Pacific.
tries to talk like he's got some insider information, and I'm not too sure he does.
Here on twitch.tv/theastropub, youtube.com/theastropub live. We'd love to have you join us live as we talk about Star Citizen lore news and more. Today is an interesting one. This
Having
is gonna
said
be a
that,
little
he's a teacher as a day job, and he does great lore videos. I need to watch some of these on stream. Solid info regularly on my understanding. Yeah, well, we'll see.
shorter. I'm going to start off the story and explain this is about Squadron 42. And I will also say that CIG has leaked like a sieve. Multiple devs have contacted me over the last year or so just to check up on the game. I reach out for them every so often, just being like, hey, what's going on? How's everything doing? And generally speaking, this is the progression of what I have heard. This is all
He is Soul. He's very good.
Talking to people. These people are parts of different teams. They may not know what the other teams are doing. They may not have a full picture. They're from
Absolutely,
upper
Dutch
management
Lord.
all the way down to the bottom rung. The general progress of what I have been hearing is that as of last year, they basically, when Chris said they entered polish phase, he was being overly ambitious. He had stretched his
Chris
meaning,
being
as Chris likes to
no, not Chris Roberts. He would never do
do.
that.
But by the middle of the year, yeah, these are all trust me bro sources. I do, when I say trust me bro, I mean you can take what I say as real. I'll steal another things. You think of these as rumors. They're all lies until they're true. All I am doing is listening to what people have been telling me, and they could be wrong. They could be plants. I have no idea. I choose to trust these sources because I've gotten to know these people. But I always want to point that out. I am not CIG. The only people at CIG who have this information are CIG, and if they want to come out and tell us that I'm wrong, feel free. I would love to be wrong in this case. And no, I'm not going to share my sources because I don't want them to get them fired. Let's put it that way. So, Chris was a little overzealous, and I think it was 2023 when we had our last CitizenCon, or was it 2024? Whenever the prologue was released.
2024 was the big CitizenCon.
CitizenCon 2024. So at the end of 2024. Because of what was happening at the end of 2024, I got to learn a little bit more about what was like the reason why it's failed and stuff like that. But by middle of 2025, the biggest issues they were having was that the game would play well for like a mission or two and then implode. So they were having some problems with stability. Though everyone I talked to when I asked them about the game, they said it was fun. They said the story was, all right.
Absolutely, Dillybot. As a programmer myself, I've done some mergers and acquisitions for my company, where we go in and we're looking to buy a company or something like that. And so I go in, I do due diligence on, their environment, servers, technology, staff, people, whatever. And when I come back from these trips, people are like, well, who are we looking at? Who are we looking to buy? And I don't tell people shit. It's like, if you find information, it ain't going to be from me. It's like, I might know this stuff. I might use this information to be readily, available. But, CIG dev, you contact me with something, I am not going to out your source at all. At all. It'll just be something that I'll know and take advantage of when I could. Maybe have some materials ready, but I ain't leaking your stuff. I can promise you that. That's just not how I work.
But it wasn't finished. It was sort of playable, and you could complete certain things, and you could get the vibe of what was going on, and things were changing. But they pretty much went radio silent around the end of 2025, end of last year. Beginning of this year, I got a flood of these folks coming in and telling me, okay, like end of February, early March.
And I will say this, regardless of what the date of Squadron 42 is, it's clearly, to me, all signs are pointing towards it's releasing. It's just a matter of when. Like 2016 is like, 2 years from now. 2018, 2 years from now. 2020, 2 years from now. They were just trying to say something into the future. To me, there's been too many signs that they are prepping for a release of Squadron 42. Is it next month? No, but it is soon. And what I mean by soon, I mean in terms of CIG soon. Like, they're not like speculating. They're like, we're honing in on a date now. Yep. See you later, Jedi.
And internally, we're looking at October. It's basically done. Their definition of beta Chris's definition of beta was really weird. It was like, would you play it from beginning to end sort of thing? Like, the definition was described to me. I'm like, that's not beta. And even like the person who was telling me that specific one, they were just like, I don't know, man. I just work here kind of thing. But it had entered some sort of
you're feature complete on beta. You've programmed all your features in, and now you're just bug fixing, getting it working and stuff like that. Like alpha, I'm still missing features. I need to add features in. Beta, I've kind of got all my features in. Like, I don't even consider myself beta and viewer friends because I know I have some more features to put in. Not a lot more, but a couple more. And some of it's I'm just waiting for the Steam integration so they can finish that up. But it's not in beta. It won't be beta until I'm feature complete. And then we're just testing it to fix issues, iron it out. That's beta. Playing it end to end is, maybe you consider that feature maybe beta, but you're going to probably be, you may not be feature complete. You could be missing functionality or whatever. Or you may not be able to play it end to end, but it's pretty far along because there's a bug stopping you from getting past one mission. But I know what Chris is probably trying to say. It's like the functionality is there, and that's what to me is beta. I'm not like adding new functionality. And I'm just honing in, I'm fixing bugs, I'm getting it going.
By February, March. And then from there on, it was basically quiet. They're working, they got other things to do, I'm not going to bother them.
Oh, it definitely crashed, yeah.
I have been anticipating CIG making a release date announcement over the last couple of days. They didn't. So I was like, you know what? Let me collect all of the stuff I know about, try to do my best to make sure my sources aren't burned.
You're all right, Spooner. You're good to go, man. I've seen pieces of it. I saw a little bit of Mike going through it, not enough of it.
And like list a lot of things. Like another thing that I heard sometime after 2024 and into 2025 was that CIG was going to release on Steam. Like Squadron 42 is going to go on Steam. It's going to go on all of these different other platforms.
What was real funny is Mike was like, I was surprised. I did see the part where Mike was watching this. He was like, well, why would you not release on Steam? Because you're just increasing your audience. Well, if you're afraid of bad reviews, like why wouldn't you put Star Citizen on Steam? The reason why they don't put Star Citizen on Steam is because people would negative review the fuck out of this. And let me tell you what, I don't care how good Squadron 42 is. If they put Squadron 42 out on Steam, you will get everybody and their grandmother that hates what they've done over the last 14 years and give it negative reviews. And then that potential huge audience that you have could potentially get impacted because they go, well, like, I don't want to play a game that's got like all these negative reviews. And I believe they're going to have legitimate negative reviews. Here's what 100% is going to happen with Squadron 42. If you have the right machine, it's going to play great. It's probably going to be cinematic. It's going to be awesome. But I think with the number of hardware combinations and the different quality of internet connections and everything that everybody has, it's going to have problems. It's going to be cyberpunk level problems. It's going to have cyberpunk level problems. And I'm not too sure how fast they're going to be able to fix those problems. That's why you don't put it on Steam. You put it on Steam after you've done the initial release and you've gotten over that hurdle of people are saying it's fun, then you put it on Steam. You do not put it on Steam the moment you want to go live with it, because you will tank its reputation for two reasons. One, for the people that just hate everything CIG's done over the last 14 years. And two, code's hard. And enough that I've seen for this company the last couple of years, they're going to have bugs they're going to need to fix in the first 2-3 months. Yeah, that is too. Yeah, but I don't. They should not put this on Steam right away. They should get it fixed because they're going to have bug problems. Get it fixed and then put it up on Steam. Yeah, and see at that point, Cosmic, because like even if they sell ships post 1.0, I think that'll change to right now it's a pledge, right? I think post 1.0, I think they're still going to sell ships because how do you turn down $100+ million a year? But it'll become you are now actually purchasing this item. Yeah. But I think they should hold off putting on Steam until they got the bugs kicked out. Late Night Kate. I kind of like Kate, you know.
According to two different sources. Now, is that still a plan? I have no idea. I haven't heard.
I think they'll put it on Steam, but it'll be a mistake to put it on Steam right away. They got to get those bugs fixed. But see, Dr. Pickles, you're ignoring two things. One half is just the people who hate it. The other half is I don't believe they're going to get this game perfect from a hardware standpoint the day it's released. It's going to crash on people. They're going to lose saves. Imagine you're an hour into a mission and it crashes and it lost your save and you got to redo it. I would bet you with any number of certainty this thing is going to crash and crash often. For many people. I think on my machine it's going to be great. So come here when Squadron 42 launches. You want to see it play well. I'm pretty good. I have a good internet connection. I got a powerful 4090 machine, lots of RAM. My streaming PC is separate from the gaming PC. I think it'll play great on my machine. That's one reason why I think my Star Citizen experience is better than other people's. I think the better computer you have, the better experience you're going to have. Squadron 42 is going to be, for a lot of people, is going to be a shit show. Well, that's my point, Fat Daddy. That's why I wouldn't put it. If I was CIG, I wouldn't put it on Steam right away. I wouldn't put it on, but they're not going to know this, Dr. Pickles. If they knew this, they would fix it. The problem is the sheer number of hardware combinations. It's the number of hardware writing code for the PC can be very difficult. Hey, Arceon. And so they're not going to put it on Steam knowing it's going to have problems. They're not going to take my attitude that I believe they're going to have problems. I would, if I was leading CIG, I would say we're going to do early access on our end. We're going to do it early access. We're going to get the bugs out, and then we're going to put it on Steam. No, yeah, he said earlier, as it was crashing. It says, this was last year though. He was saying they'd be in for a little bit and then it would just start playing like dog shit.
But
sounds like a memory leak.
Didn't hear anything else. I decided to pull like a list and put it on social media. Just be like, all right, these are all, fun things. These are all things you can like what I've learned and picked up here and there.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Take away my spaceship.
Oh, I thought that I muted that one.
You can take away my space.
There we go. Sorry about that. We were going to have this conversation on with Squadron on the captain's table. Yes, that is what's going to be. X is going to be there. We have a couple other people there, but
And here's what I want to say.
So I decided
it's crashing on their hardware. Like, it's super easy to fix and get things. If you know the specs you're programming for, it's really not that hard to fix bugs and to get it working, especially with the amount of money they're throwing at it. Imagine how often issues are going to be on hardware combinations they haven't tested on. It's impossible to test every little combination. Someone's BIOS settings is different on their RAM speed and it throwing something off and just all these different combinations of hardware out there. It's like an infinite number. So if it's crashing on the machines that they're testing with, imagine how many it's going to crash on the hardware combinations they haven't tested on.
For putting this thread out of all the little details.
Speaking of which, I had
again.
one of my first viewer frenzy crashes today. Yeah.
And see how they're doing. Because I did notice that certain...
Someone's got antivirus defender running. It's turning up CPU and whatever. Somebody's got their Star Deck game running in the background on the browser that's taking a bunch of CPU. All kinds of things that can go wrong on someone's computers.
Strategy goes in cycles, where when you start seeing devs posting on Spectrum about things, it means they're like on a break. Usually maybe they're between jobs or something like that, and so they want to reach out. So
I mean, there's lots of reasons on release on console first, but that's one reason to release on console first is you have a little bit better known hardware combination.
These guys were on break. Luckily, I caught these folks on break, effectively, or they just weren't working at the time when I contacted them.
Well, the sales expectations tier is going to be whether the game's good or not. If the game is good and it doesn't crash on a majority of people's specs, I believe the game will be good. I mean, from the hour demo that I saw, and it might, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But I believe people will enjoy this game. I'm more concerned with it crashing and getting a bad reputation from that standpoint.
Chatted out with them, talked with them about what's going on. They were still somewhat enthusiastic. They were a little concerned. What I heard was there is concerns from some of them about performance at release. And I'm like, well, yeah, October is going to be pretty quick turnaround. So I can imagine to be a little concerned, like crunching like that. And then I mentioned, like October, right? And they all went, no, it's not October. It's 2027. They said a specific date in 2027. I am not going to repeat that date in case it gets them
That's
in
interesting, though. So, like I said, I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. I know he's well respected in the Star Citizen community. But it sounds like they have a date they're targeting towards, and they're building up everything towards that. And it may be that CitizenCon is canceled because they want to do a big announcement near the end of the year, say October, for a release in, I don't know, let's pick May or whatever. What did I just do? I just moved it around.
Like false information to catch leakers and stuff like that. They turn around, so I can imagine to be a little concerned, like crunching like that.
3-parter.
And then I mentioned, like October, right? And they all went, no.
Well, Tier, I think it depends upon how the first part ends. If it ends in a way that there's a conclusion, there's a difference between 1, 2, and 3. If 1, 2, and 3 are separate, but if it has some kind of conclusion, then that will determine how people will be upset or not.
October. It's 2027.
I hear you, Pig.
They set a specific
when pigs
date
fly.
in 2027. I am not going to repeat that date in case it gets them in trouble, but it is the.
But the thing is, they're adding tons of features to the MMO. Let me add to my list here. What have we gotten? We've gotten crafting. We've gotten new inventory. We get, whether you like it or not, we got updated mining. We've gotten rock breaker. We've gotten what's the one right now? Tactical strike groups. Yeah, type tactical strike groups. I've started my little calendar here of timelines of things that they're kind of announcing. 6 are now rework. All right, I'm gonna pick a date. Runs like dog shit, more bugs and broken features. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick May 20th, 2027. I gotta pick a Tuesday. Let me find what Tuesday is. I'm gonna grab a date. And then they're gonna wonder who leaked me the information when I'm right. Let's pick a Tuesday. Let's do May 18th. I'm gonna do May 18th. All right, I picked my date. And when I'm 100% right, they're gonna wonder who leaked me the information. Why is that message held? That makes no sense.
According to them. This is why I say these are rumors. Effectively, these are from sources that I trust, but they could have been confused by what I was talking about, all that kind of stuff. I just keep that in mind. So don't shoot the messenger when it comes to
See, I don't know if they want to mix those two. They might announce something in like an Invictus or whatever, but if you have a big here's why I don't think that makes sense. Yeah, that's why I did a little bit later, because if they, all right, so Kraken releasing next Defense Con. Do you want to take away the news of the Kraken with everybody playing Squadron 42? So the day they release Squadron 42, everybody who streams Star Citizen, 90% of them, not all of them, because you're always just going to have the person who's like, well, I'm not playing Squadron 42. You're going to have send them. But the big streamers, Spooner's going to do it. I'm going to do it. Mike's going to do it. Big streamers are going to play Squadron 42. Well, now, that's what I'm trying to say. Well, they're not going to announce it next ILW. It's going to be announced before them. I say they're going to release it at some point in time. And I just don't think they would release it the day they have a big Star Citizen event. I can't see them waiting that long to announce it. But my point is you don't want to take away from ship sales. You got to do it during a dead period. The release of it.
And CAG does use.
And I have no information. Like, I don't know. I'm pulling shit out of my ass. I just don't think you'd want to mix the two. But some people will. And some people who played the game, Pagla, like, once you played Squadron 42, yeah, I know what you're going to do. The same thing everybody does. When they see me playing Squadron 42, they're going to be like, stupid old man, you need to go through the left corridor, not the right corridor, or you got to shoot the alien before he comes over to here. Like, a lot of people like to help out the streamers.
We'll use
get them, Blues.
Like false information to.
I would do this all the time. If I was in CIG, I would 100% give different insider people different information to see who's leaking shit. I would do it all the time. Everyone watching it. Was it an hour and a half or an hour? I thought it was about an hour.
Stuff like that. They've done that sort of thing.
But how long do you think that game's going to be? Because that just seemed like one simple mission. That didn't seem like a majority of the game.
And yes, as Luna Marina is pointing out, Execute was specifically told them that the Drake silhouette that ended up being the Corsair, the
32 hours?
The newest,
that'd be long. That would be long.
Like, with all of the other, not Corsair, the Clipper. The Clipper was not a Drake ship, and it turned out to be a Drake ship. So they could just be lying to my face. I don't know. So that is
Thanks
the
for following,
story,
Ronan.
effectively. Is that
Sorry, I want to read this comment. And anybody can spout stuff on the internet, so it doesn't make it true. But this guy says, I spoke to a previous CIG cinematics animator this week. He left CIG a couple years ago. He's now working on another big IP game. I asked him about the 2026 release. He said, LOL, no. He said he left because I want to release a game before I'm 30. I'm sick of redoing the work over and over again. And I can see that where Roberts is coming and saying, change this and that. But if you left 2 years ago, you're not going to have any kind of knowledge of whether the game was releasing this year or next year.
CIG is likely going to delay Squadron 4.
Well, see, if you played Wing Commander or anything like that, Blues, it's a lot of cinematics. It's not just playing the game. I mean, and it might not be for everybody. I mean, Last of Us, stuff like that. That's just a lot of games are like that these days.
Still haven't announced it, which do find that very weird, because as of like 3 weeks ago, Jared was still saying Squadron 42
Yeah,
is
I mean,
coming
he said that recently. That was on that Friday one or something where he's talking about all the stuff they're doing, and he said Squadron 42 coming out this year. I mean, he said it word for word, just like that. That's why I think there's some misinformation going on right now. I think they want to divert from something. I mean, he said it's coming out, not 2 weeks ago.
I'm not going to go through all of this, but I will pull up another thing which just adds even more confusion.
I mean, but there are parts that aren't cinematics.
A member of my Discord spent hours chasing down a rumor that turned out to be true. The guy who's named after the Molina mold was on a YouTube channel, Twitch channel. And while the Spanish streamer, was talking about Squadron 42, they were watching a video on Squadron 42, like some of the old trailers and stuff like that, and they were discussing it. He popped on and said this.
So I already translated this. Where did I put that? Where did I do that? There we go. So Spanish, I'll just say that this year I'm not going to miss Summer Game Fest just in case. I know. Apparently this is isn't this a dev though? This is a dev, yeah? Everybody says it's a legit dev.
Now,
no, my understanding, even Mike, Salty Mike this morning was saying this is a legit dev. This account here is a legit account.
That I speak un poco español. That was pulled up through machine translation.
No, this is not fake. This is his Twitch account. Yeah, that's Sam. This is not fake or whatever. I think honestly, I do think my understanding is the Summer Game Fest is purposely kept tight on what they're going to show. There's probably huge NDAs or whatever they do. It's like part of what we do is we don't want the information coming out before we want people to see it on Summer Game Fest. So if they were going to, well, yeah, of course they're going to say that. So Dutch Lord, if you're not supposed to leak this information and someone's asking you if you're going to talk about Squadron 42 at the Summer Game Fest, you're going to say no. You're going to say no. Like, I get that people are saying, well, they said it's not going to be there, but that's what you would say. I mean, I'm not anticipating them doing anything Squadron 42, but people are really taking to face value that asking someone from CIG if they're going to announce Squadron 42 at Summer Game Fest, they're going to say no. They're going to say no. Now, they still might not be there, but you can't take that as fact because that's the whole point of it, is that's when things get announced. If you announce it before then you're not announcing it at Summer Game Fest. Yeah, but then not answers the same thing, Dutch Lord. If you go next question, please, or whatever, people are like, oh, what? They're going to say no.
Is effectively, I'll just say that I'm not missing Summer Games Fest this year, just in case. You can even say that, Summer Games Fest, just in case. Now, this is, you can look up that name, Fukuy. The underscore beforehand.
The translation is not shaky. This is my translation. Like, this is what I got from the AI. The translation is not shaky. Like, I don't know what y'all saying the translation is shaky. That's what it says. I don't get that. Exactly, Blues. Exactly. My understanding of Summer Games Fest is they keep a tight ship. Oh.
A Instagram account, this is a Twitch account, and then the X account, the Twitter account is the same name here without the underscores, and it links to the same guy. It would be weird if there's maybe there's somebody impersonating him, but I'm going to go with this is probably him. And because this guy is also a senior dev at CIG, I think for Squadron, or I think for Star Citizen, not said for Squadron, but they're a senior level dev. They've been around for a while. This is the guy they named Molina Bold after. So
doesn't matter.
Give you that idea.
But Dutch Lord, they can also say not going to be at Summer Game Fest. Simple as that. Move on. You can't take that as evidence that it's not going to be discussed.
So we likely are going to find out sooner for sure than later, because that sounds like the context for the video that he was watching was Squadron 42. This is a dev in the chat. Devs like to do this. They get a little excited. They talk about these things. So, and I think there was some allusion in the Sandy interview for Variety. I think it was like that's a really weird specific thing that they released just at 1 billion.
Yeah, next Friday, Biker. Next Friday.
Yeah, that's going to be coming real
5th
soon.
and 6th. So Friday, my brother's coming down. 2 of my sons are coming down. And then Saturday, we're leaving for our cruise. So all this information is going to come out, and I'm going to be out of pocket. We're going to be heading on our cruise next Sunday.
So we'll have the information real soon. I will say this. I want it to be wrong. I'd love to see Squadron 42 in this year, but I trust these sources enough to go,
Yes.
I don't know.
It's shown live.
But we'll know at Summer Games Fest whether. Probably,
yeah, I mean, I can see them. They can announce it in Summer Games Fest for a release in next year, right? Why can't they do that? I mean, too much stuff as there's too many signs that Squadron 42 is near the finish line. And I 100% could see them announcing it, doing pre-sales, pre-purchase, and still a 2027 release. I can see all those being true.
Now, Summer Games Fest, for those you don't know, it's sort of like taking place of E3. It takes place on Friday, June 5th through Tuesday, June 9th. And there is a live broadcast.
Well, no doubt, Dirty. No doubt.
On Friday, June 5th. I don't know if it's a constant showcase, but that's the, they actually even have a schedule. Let me pull it up here so you can take a look. It's hosted by Jeff Keighley. It's happening in 7 days, 20 hours, 11 minutes. The showcase itself is going to start on Friday, June 5th at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. GMT, so 4 p.m. for me. And this is the schedule that we know for sure about what's going on. We know we've got Summer Game Showcase, partner, then they've got the flagship event. You've got like women-led games, state of play.
The thing is, Kev, they're going to announce Squadron 42 for 2027, and then near the end of the year, GTA 6 is going to get delayed into 2027, and they're going to end up being the same time.
So it's sort of like an E3 replacement, is what it is. Very similar, but it's like a bigger event, but it's very similar to the games, the Game Awards. So
there you go. Does they say anything else?
now,
What's the comments?
people in chat are saying, imagine announcing Squadron 42 at SGF and out now. No, that's not going to happen. I even in the wildest dreams, that's not going to happen. I would not put all my eggs in this basket. There is more evidence now that there is going to be at Summer Games Fest, at least an announcement. But I'm leaning on they're going to announce it and they're going to announce a delay. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, if they're going to do something for October because they're not doing CitizenCon. I don't know what's happening, quite honestly. But we'll have to wait. We'll know in a week. We'll know on June 5th, I think. So that's what I have. Don't make me out to be the bad guy. I'm just the bearer of bad news in this case.
All right, so this is Star Citizen homepage. Or sorry, this is Robert Space Industries homepage. Here is Squadron 42. I'm gonna scroll a little bit here. All right, I'm gonna scroll through the all-star cast. Oh, me, I'm in it. Adventure, immersion, combat, story, a cinematic experience in the Star Citizen universe. Oh, wait. There's Henry Canville. Thank you. Wait. Why? What do you think I came here for, Blue? This has been here all year. It's been this way. This is one of the things I've been watching to see when this changes. What's on? Do they have a Squadron 42X? What does he say? March 31st, they did a post. A little bit here. Every 2-3 months or so, they post something. And then Paul followed up to say this. Well, that was fast. Someone out of Bar Citizen said there was nothing for Summer Game Fest, but I just think that's what you would say, because they can't say that they're going to have something. They can't say it. They have to wait until Summer Games Fest because they lock that stuff down. I'm not saying there will be. This says 2026. All right, what else do I have here? So we watched that. We got a leak, or not a leak, a sneak peek. Sorry, a sneak peek. So new crafting station. Weapons. Apply paints to guns. Make a tier 2 gun. So we've always had this concept of tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think ships can go to tier 5. And if I recall right, I can't remember, like weapons and stuff can go tier 1, 2, and 3. Well, that's just it, Dutch Lord. They don't, that's the whole point. They don't announce it. Like, they want you to watch the show to see what games get announced. So a lot of games get announced at Games Fest. Like, it's a big deal. Like, Asmongold watches the whole thing and comments on it. Like, this is, for a lot of games, it's the first time you're hearing about that game. So they don't announce that list. There may be, now a game that may be known already, they might talk about it. But the whole point of it is the announcements of new games, and they've done a great job over the years of not providing that information ahead of time. So my thinking is I'm hoping it's more than just a display rack and that it's the beginning of specialized crafting stations. So like Star Wars Galaxies would have a general crafting station where you can make like basic stuff. But then you needed specialized crafting stations to make the better versions of them. Officially targeting 2026 is not a hard date. Oh, no, it's not. But this is just what this says. It doesn't even say that. It just says 2026. I'm hoping this is a specialized weapon crafting station and we can begin to do tier 2 stations. I've already gone over it. Rewatch the VOD. You're late, lady. A refiner box. This doesn't look like refining. I mean, it clearly says ammo right here. Yeah, I mean, I always think, could you imagine how good Star Citizen would be if all the money and resources that went to Squadron 42 went to Star Citizen? Like they say it's $1 billion game, but it's not even close. I bet you more money has been spent on Squadron 42 than Star Citizen. Well, that's what I think, Arceon. I don't know if they're going to announce early access, but I believe they're going to announce a release date, and I believe they're going to have sales and pre-sales. The reason why, because they pulled out all those Squadron 42 packages. So I think they're real close to announcing pre-orders. They're real close to announcing pre-orders, and what better time to announce it than Summer Game Fest? An octopus movie. But it's kind of, you know, I don't know. I hope it's a specialized weapon crafting station. I hope it's the beginning of specialized stations. That's what I hope this is. See, I've already said all that. The point, so people that aren't aware of Summer Game Fest, they are very tight-lipped about what games are there. They want you to see it in Summer Game Fest. They don't want you to hear about it ahead of time. So if you were to ask somebody if Squadron 42 is going to be announced at Summer Games Fest, regardless of whether it's true or not, the answer is the same. It's going to be no. They're not going to say that it is. No, but I'm just saying they're going to say no. Like, if it's not going to be announced, they're going to say no. If it is going to be announced, they're going to say no. Yeah, Arsen, you're all covered everything I've already covered. And you're not even hearing what I'm saying. Regardless of both situations, they're going to say no. If it's not going to be announced, they're going to say no. If it is going to be announced, they're going to say no. Because Summer Game Fest keeps that locked down. Very rarely do you hear about a leak of a game before Summer Games Fest. Well, what's the difference, Stumpy? There's no difference. In fact, no comment would be more of a comment than no. Right? If you were to ask and say no comment, then you're like, oh, is it going to be announced at Summer Game Fest? If they were given the strict orders to say it's not going to be announced there, then you're going to say no. Right? So I think no comment would be worse. Because then you'd be speculating if they're going to say it or not. And they don't want that. You guys are not realizing how tight-lipped Summer Game Fest wants to keep their stuff. I don't think I've ever heard of anything being leaked. Like something getting announced before it was ready to be announced. But see, that's it. I bet you they were given strict orders. The answer, they probably were given talking points that if anything's asked about Summer Game Fest, the answer is no. What I missed in the writing notes of bar citizen context, facial expression, even if it's unintentional. So they do get fixes for the Ironclad switching from nav mode to SCM mode. We have fixes for the command module coming in, well, it's separating. And then the suffocating, they want to put some fixes in for it, but I don't know if they got that in yet. They're just working on it. This, they got it fixed in their internal builds already. And the suffocating issue, they're working on. I think that was most of what I had. What is this? Origin Jump Works. Oh, look at that. This is someone's ironclad and it's got the Origin Jump Works logo in there. That is cool. That's funny. That is funny. Well, they always say that because, again, their game is complex and their code is complex and they can't ever reliably say something's fixed or not. And I get that. Sometimes I put some fixes in for something, but it doesn't mean I've caught every scenario of it. Well, that's enough jibber jabber. I think I can close all this in out, right? I think I have anything in here. I will say this. So I have been indexing. There was a bug with the dev replies that it wasn't opening up the whole dev post to get all the dev replies in it. So I've been rerunning that and it's moving pretty far along. I'm expecting by the end of this week to truly have it. So I have indexed a lot more dev posts. Let's see what kind of queries I've had on here. So like I was asking, has Chris Roberts said anything about Squadron 42 in 2025 or later? Not really. We do have, or someone's quoted Chris Roberts. So this was in 2023, and then he quotes Chris Roberts. But there should be a lot more stuff on here. Also, you don't have to bring your own key now. There's plenty of free searches you can do. Again, I do require you to log in just so that I don't have people using up all my API keys. Let's see, what are, do I have any other good queries that are in here? Yeah, I was watching someone stream and they were talking about It Just Works, and I was curious if they ever jokingly talked about that. So, pretty cool stuff. Wow, I got my calendar started. Move him over here. All right, let's play some Star Citizen. How are the servers? Like I said, I tried to do refueling. I did the default mission just to get it out of the way. Yeah, a couple of days ago. So, defend missions 483 Xeno threat. Yeah, we have that. Xeno threat. I don't have that as down as defend. Yeah. I'm assuming July will be 4.9 because they've been doing every 2 months, but it just seems like a tight time frame to have 3.1, 2, and 3 releases. So I'm wondering if this is going to be pushed out a little bit further. Yeah, but they can update. A web page could be updated for a number of reasons. Hell, they could have updated the copyright at the bottom or something. It doesn't mean they reviewed the page and everything is good to go. All right, who's got a good server? Who's got a good server here? Ooh. So I did a Starfare mission yesterday morning to get the intro mission out. I went to dock with them. It never would finish undocking. I accidentally hit my mouse and I moved, and then it said, "Oh, docking complete." So I'm moving my ship, got it to dock. And then I tried to do another one and it never would finish docking. Yeah, Solar, exactly. Starlight, it's like it's too small, right? Like they don't ever plan out capacity in any of this stuff. They don't have, missions don't pay out right. The mission payouts are wonky, whether it's cargo hauling or whatever, they're not consistent. Like harder missions don't pay out appropriately harder, or more complex missions. And then they introduce refueling, and a Starlight can hardly hold any, and these ships ask for too much. What we got here? 30 FPS. 30 FPS on the server side. Yeah, 10 people on my server. Maybe we'll get some good gameplay here. Maybe this is a brand new server. I don't know. How much is the Galaxy? I already have one. I grabbed it a couple of years ago, though. All right, I think I have to claim it because I was frustrated and just logged off. Ah, stop. Starfarer. What's the claim time on this? That didn't take too long. Galaxy is 380 currently, but it'll go up in November. Yeah, they usually do when they release, right? Concept is done. What am I wearing? All right, we got our United Workers Resources outfit still on. All right, we're looking good, looking sharp. I have drink. Okay. I feel it's a Galaxy chain during DefenseCon. Cool. Probably not have a chance to buy Galaxy before it increases in price. Yeah. Unless somehow we're selling Alien Week, but I don't see why. I think it's going to be released in IE, and then the price increase is going to be when it releases. That seems to be what looks like it's going to happen. There's hardly anybody even chatting in global. This is a great server. We might be having a good session here. There's my PTU. PTV. There he is right there. We got anything down here? What is that? Bev is joining. Joining the raffle. '07s, yep. '07s. Hey Ecto, what's going on? We just got in. I blatted for a couple hours. Look at those tanks. All right, what is the quickest? Is this the only way in Starfarer? Does it have an elevator somewhere? I don't see an elevator. I guess it might be the only way. All right, so what is the way? So we want to come up here. And do we want to take this direction, or is this quicker? What takes me here? Oh, looks like a turret of some sort. Oh, what is this? I don't see any elevators here. Does this have a bedroom and everything? Yeah, I'm gonna go up right. I knew they'd go that way. I was just curious where this went to. Is there a bed? Do they have a bed in here? Can you bet? Because I was wondering if I could have bed log. I was on a Starfarer yesterday morning. And I was curious if I can bed log. What's back here? What is this? Open up. Whoa, that's the back. All right, so I don't see. Does not. I'm surprised this doesn't have like a captain's quarters or something. This does not have crew quarters or kitchen or anything. Why is it so dark? Oh, here we go. What's up here? I don't think I've ever been up here. Generally, I see now. Where are the lights? Let me turn the lights on. So many of these ships now are no fun to get in because you can't see anything. Oh, good gracious. What is this? An elevator? What just happened? Sure is an elevator. That's an even higher level. Feels like there's a lot of wasted space. Like there's just corridor after corridor. Open up. What is this? The door or not? Ooh, we got a little ball. There's the elevator. Yeah, I definitely get your steps in on this ship. I'm just checking. I've never been up here, and I'm just curious where the crew quarters is. All right, I looked in the elevator. It's up here. This looks like corridor after corridor after corridor. There is this. If a ship ever needed a rework, this one needs a rework. There's just nothing but just. Oh, good gracious! I had a. Where the fuck did that come from? There's a fourth level. We got a turret here. Yeah, this is just insane. But there's no rooms. It's just corridor. We finally got some beds. Man, this looks straight out of like a sci-fi 70s movie. Maybe. Man, it is nothing but corridors. Cassette futurism, yeah. Like, it's just nothing but corridors. Yeah. Yeah. That is. Yeah, I believe it does. I'm tired of walking around in the ship. Like, that's just. Someone says, how many rooms or how many corridors can we create? All right. Crazy. Corridors everywhere. We got corridors in our corridors. Hallways in our hallways. Yo, I heard you like hallways, so we put some hallways in your hallways. All right, I know the bridge is right here somewhere. There it is. Nope, that's the back. I need to go the other way. They asked and they just responded with yes. They asked what? I can see this being a cool Halo map. I would definitely play Halo on this ship. All right, we got taking off. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get a mission here. So I heard the senior contracts pay out like stupid money. Well, let's do a 100i. Let's do a 300i. Oh, I got to get some fuel. That looks like a Halo helmet too. I got to get some fuel. Oh, 2. Let's see here, landing. And we want to do manual on here. We want to do one of them quantum. Buy. All right, let him fill up. Okay, very good. And we want to do the rest of these and hydrogen. Very good, very good. And one more. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got our fuel. Now we can head out. Our engines are back on. Our landing gear up. Let's close. Once you get junior contractor, go to Microtech and spawn stack 8-10 refueling missions in Pyro. We'll have to fly there, but then each mission's 150K for 30 seconds of work. You'll make 1 million per 30 minutes of refueling. That sounds like the way to go. That's what I was hearing. You can make like buco bank money. So I was like, well, we're gonna have to get our rep up on this. Who's the rep on this one? Is this one United Workers, Resource Workers, or who is this? This is United Wayfarers. United Wayfarers is who this is. So at junior, you can get some big ones. Not senior, but junior? That's crazy. Okay, thanks, bye. What a name. Thanks for the follow. Okay, thanks, bye. Well, I might do one just to see what it's like. So if you can group with anyone even faster, one person burns these down in Pyro, another spawns missions in Stanton. Oh. So you grab them, and then they're sitting there waiting in Pyro, and you go do them. That's crazy. That would be super fast. Because that saves you a ton of time going through the jump tunnel. Hell, you could do hell, you could have 2 accounts going on different PCs. But yeah, absolutely, Dutch Lord. They definitely did this. They do this a lot where the new content, they like the tactical strike groups has the military A components and stuff. They used to be in the QV stations. All right. I want to go to here. Quantum beacon. Oh, what we got here? OM marker? No, that should be it right here. I do have to hit an OM marker. Yeah, I mean, I know you can find it, but the point is they make it a lot easier in the tactical strike groups because they want people to do the tactical strike groups right now, right? That's what they're testing. 86 megameters away. All right, here we go. Where's our ship? I haven't done the TSGs yet. I need to do the TSGs. But you have to have a competent crew. I don't know if I'm a competent crew. All right, where is my ship? Way over here. Reach origin 300 IS beacon. All right. Lost an entire TSG load to loot to a quantum exit inside another ship last night. Sounds like Star Citizen. I mean, you know, I've said this a ton. People don't mind bugs, but when there's Star Citizen bugs, they're like devastating bugs. You lose hours of work. They need to get more resiliency in on stuff. Somehow. I don't know how, but they need resiliency. Everybody has bugs, but their bugs, you end up losing so much time. I mean, you can lose a whole day's work. What's wrong with Holly missions? Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. Sorry. Well, you don't need fuel anymore. Kovalex won't spawn. Guess, you need a ride? You need a lift? There should be an NPC out here somewhere. He's pissed. Choo choo. Guess the next one. So did I fail that? What happened? The mission just disappeared. Ship disappeared. Mission disappeared. It's nowhere. Okay, I gotta do better. All right, let's try the 100 eye this time. My bad. See, I can't watch chat and move my vehicle at the same time. I blame you all. Game just pretends it never happened. Nothing to see here. Yeah, payback for all the NPCs that crashed into you. Yep. We came in with our Starfare. We came in like a wrecking ball. I know. Came in like a wrecking ball. See, that's an advantage. When the servers aren't doing well, then you don't get crime stats sometimes too. There's no evidence. Don't anybody clip that. Don't clip that. I do want to clip that just to remember. All right, where is this ship at? Am I just not seeing him? Oh, there he is over here. No body, no crime. Exactly. No body, no crime. All right, let's see if we can not run into him. All right, I'm gonna come in underneath.
Glad someone showed up. Why don't you hurry up and dock?
All right. Target them. Get our lights on. All right, here we go. Let's get up nice and easy behind them. All right, coming right behind them. Got our sun in our eyes there. All right. Come in and then get below. Going underneath. All right, looking good. Let's get our wee out. Red rocket. Well, red rocket. Oh. There we go. See if we can get auto docking to work. We can fix this their witness problem. Hopefully this works. Okay, he looks like he's nowhere near him. Don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's making no effort to get this right. All right, I'm not moving. I did one yesterday morning. Turn my landing gear down. How do I cancel this and redo it? Can you cancel a docking request? Right alt in doesn't do squat. Yeah, but it's like a year, Lady Space Patrol. If you're actively using it, you're not going to run out. You're not gonna like have expired. But it's like it's a year. My credits, they run out like very quickly. All right, so I can't get this to work. All right, we're 0 for 2. What if I close this? Under his nose? I mean, I've done this before. That's not what I did before. I mean, I've done this successfully before. It wasn't that hard. Like, it wasn't everything had to be perfect and the stars aligned. I got video proof. Yes, Lynn, we do all that stuff. The shit just don't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. Do the options toggle hit on and off? I don't know what that is. Yeah, he's just not trying to do anything. So I don't know what you're talking about. He's not doing anything. Escape options. See, like auto dock is not doing anything. It's just bringing my landing gear up and down. Both are green. Oh, now you got bumped. Wait, is he doing something? Is he doing something? Wait. I think he was trying to do something.
Connection confirmed.
Hey, there we go.
Transaction.
Got it. Got it. All right. Does it matter which one you do first? I can't remember. It does. Hydrogen first. That hydrogen looks good. Hey! There we go. Well, I sure didn't get much rep. Next one. I've done quantum first before. Close the valves, did I not? Thought I did. Well, I don't got a new objective. Okay, there we go. Oh. There we go. You can open any order, but if H is not open, nothing will happen. Yeah, that's my understanding. Is it'll always do hydrogen first, but you can have them both open, but it'll do hydrogen first. Hey Doc, what's going on? So did I get credit now? There we go. That seems better. All right, contracts. Failed, completed. Oh, so now this one's showing up. Offers refueling. Come on, let's get this 300i. All right, we owe the 300i one. We got to get him working. Oh, wait. Did I close my wee-wee? There he goes. He's closing it. All right, where are we going? All right, here we go. And they're off. All right, finally updated everything. Here, we'll do a raffle. Take a raffle off. Just doing some refueling. I hear you can make lots of money doing refueling, so I'm trying to get out of the beginner missions. All right, where is my ship pointer? Chat, we had the funniest thing, the opportunity to do the funniest thing. I don't get it. Wish I could get that paint on my Gemini. It's just a simple paint. Like, it's just the default silver paint. As far as I know it is. Uh-oh, am I getting ambushed? No. Hey, I got a Bindex. Blueprint bin deck. I still haven't made anything. You like the chrome? Doesn't, is this a 300? I guess it's on its side. This doesn't look like a 300i to me, but maybe it is. This is not the 300i. This is some other ship. Wait. So stupid. That's a 300i. The midships have the nicest looking to you. And some that look like insets, but I could tell the model. Yeah. I don't know what that was. Some an abandoned ship. No, nothing happened. You didn't see anything. Nothing happened. Hey, what's up? I didn't make it. Don't worry about what happened to the last 300i. It won't happen to you. I promise. It won't happen to you. All right, so get here behind them. Hey, DD. All right, so look like he's that way. There's an LAP bunker, and here was a dead player there, so I'm not sure how they got the ship. Yeah. Hey, DD.
Just calling to say I appreciate that you're the dependable sort. Just the kind of pilot Wayfarer needs. Safe flying and don't be a stranger, you hear?
All right, let me come in behind him.
Hey,
Looking
it's
good.
Dee again. Looks like we got you booked for a refueling job. Good
There
luck.
we go.
Be safe out there.
Pretty good there. Let's
Ooh,
lower
right.
below.
Looks like you just arrived, so I'm going to patch you
Come
into the
in.
client.
All right, we're gonna go past them. Come up. Get our prong out. Get just the tip out. There it goes. There he is. All right, so we can stand to go over here a little bit. Oh, wait. Did he shrinking? Shrinkage? We got shrinkage. Not good when you get shrinkage. Oh, don't hit him. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. That's out. That's good. Request docking. See if this works. Do anything? Where it's not auto docking at all. Oh. There it goes. It's cold out in it is cold out in space. That's true. That's true. Okay. Looks like all you gotta do is just get the green dots lined up. That's what you should do. You gotta be nice and gentle if you're gonna refuel. Alright. Punch it open. Oh, look at that hydrogen. Think I'm hanging up my solo hauler cap and joining an org. What are your thoughts on the org gameplay at the moment? There is no org gameplay. I mean, there are people who organize stuff, but they organize it outside of Star Citizen, right? Discord or whatever. I have no interest of doing anything org-wise until there's in-game functionality. Like for me, I'm not interested in buying and selling stuff. I would definitely buy stuff from Hathor. I will buy stuff from tactical strike groups. I will buy all kinds of stuff, but I'm not going to use outside tools to do it. I'm not going to trust someone's going to deliver me what they said they're going to do. So we need in-game trading. We need in-game chat. We need in-game tools and stuff. But there are people doing stuff. So Salty Mike's, org, they do mining and stuff like that. And they organize stuff. But I don't have any interest of doing much. And I'm happy for people to come play with me. And I'm happy for people to join my org. We have the best org. We don't do anything. We just chill. But I'm not interested in going outside of the game. The game needs to facilitate. The game needs to facilitate. All right, here we go. Exactly, Dutch Lord, exactly. All right, let's get another one here. So how's our rep look now? All right, so one more, maybe two more at worst. Contracts, offers, refueling. What do we got here? A Gladius, Avenger, a Talent, and an Avenger. Let's do a Gladius. Oh. Let's go into quantum mode here. I sent an org request. Alrighty. I don't check it every day. But I'll definitely check it. I'll add you. Alright, we'll want to route to there. And then we can see what one of these big pyro missions are like.
Alright, for a fueling job. What would we do without folks forgetting to top off, huh? Anyway,
Alright, lead me to it. We'll do a raffle too. Let's see where my citizen dozer is. There we go. Admin. Recruitment. Hey, we got an application there. Stumpy. Accept. I'll accept Stumpy. Stumpy is now in. As an official member. All right, there we go. Reach Aegis Gladius Valence Beacon. If you mean good luck getting HD2 support mouse Discord, then yes. I don't know what that means. Oh, I missed who that was. All right, 5K out. We got an M80 giveaway tomorrow. And it's a game package. I didn't realize it was a game pack. All right, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Please don't hit it. I am the most dangerous. All right, where are we at here? So we're already in the front. All right, I guess we'll try this. We'll do this. We'll come in this way. Hey, what's up? There's no pilot there. Who needs gas if you don't have... Oh, wait, there is a pilot. You got any good armor on? Can we, like, take the armor from him? All right. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record player. Good game pack to use all my ships with. Yes. There we go. I think we look pretty good. All right, we just need to turn a little bit more. Maybe rotate this way. There we go. Rotate that way. Okay. Let's stick it out. When in doubt, stick it out. Okay. Come back a little bit. All right. Close enough for government work. Are we still in quantum mode? No, we're not. All right. Alt N. Oh, wait. Cross docking. Alt N. Why are you not working? Thought I did have him targeted. He's not targeted now, though. He was targeted. Yeah, I think he's targeted right now. All right. Target. All right, he's targeted now. He was targeted before. Maybe I somehow untargeted him. Stop. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Distances in this game, so hard to tell, depending upon what angle you're in. I meant the pilot you're refueling. What about them? All right, let's see how this does. Still can't get a dock. Refusing the dock. A little bit closer. Can't get the dock. Close this out. Let's re-extend it, reset it. Okay, he's back in. Back in, back in. Let's power off. Power on. I might alt F4. It could be a desync issue. All right, let's bring the stick out. Pop the chair. I can do that too. Yeah, I think it all fit. F4 is coming here real soon. Yeah. Let me get out of the chair. Look at here. Closed. Go back into the chair. Let's see what this does. Nada. No worky. Oh wait, do I have my thing yet? I don't even have request auto docking on right now. Well, they were up. In the 100 times that I hit Alt in, it came down one time. They were up. There they go. Now they're coming back down because of the graphic glitch. Yeah, some of these ships, they won't show the animation until you move it. All right. We keep sticking it out. We keep showing the ship we're interested. Like, this is a mating dance here. We're like, hey, are you interested? I do too. I think it untargeted them as well. Actually, that's what I think. I don't know how. Hey, Joker. All right, we're going to... Am I in nav mode? I am in nav mode. No, I'm not. No, I wasn't in that mode. There you go. Now I'm not in it. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going back behind him. First of all, I'm gonna retarget him. It doesn't seem to be sticking the target. Yeah, that's why if this doesn't work on this one, I'm gonna Alt F4. But see how it's showing targeted now? See how it's showing he's targeted? It wasn't before. It wasn't before. Get him good. Yeah, that looks good, and we'll come back some. See, now it's not targeted anymore. When I go out and come back in, like it doesn't show my HUD and it doesn't show him. Like I think he's still targeted, but it doesn't show it. Still won't target. It still won't refill him. Oh wait, here we go. Now it's finally working. Oh, everything's lined up perfect. So when I hit F4 and go into third person view, then come back in the first person, it doesn't show my HUD anymore. I don't like that. All right, this is getting easy, man. We're getting to be an expert. We are a professional. Hydrate. I missed who did the hydrate. I would do the hydrate in just a second. Got the hydrate right here. Who did the hydrate? That was Shaky Games. That was a while ago. All right, hydrogen. All right, is that done? Oh, this one's empty. We need to get some more hydrogen. Let's close them off. Let's get some more hydrogen. Open. There we go. Wait, is this a graphic glitch? It doesn't show going through here. All right, that looks good. And some more quantum. Very good. All right, did we not finish? There we go.
Could use a few more pilots.
Yeah, they could.
Sure. Enjoy the pay, and I'm sure we'll have another contract for you soon.
So now do we have the big boy contracts? Oh, he disappeared. Boy took off. All right, so now we got new contracts. Rep. United Wayfarers. So contracts. So you're saying I got big? Oh, I got bunch. So how do you know if it's to? Wow, 150K. So are these like the ones to Pyro or something? How do you know if it's a Pyro mission? 150K. So if it's 150K, it's Pyro. What about this 107? Hit it and quit it. So you're saying I should just grab all of these and then head to Pyro? Just curious, would you know reading the mission? I don't see anything that says that. I mean, I believe you. I hate it when they do that. So I should just accept all these? I just want to do it one time and get a bunch of money. So you don't get rep for these? $451 for Eris, 1.8 million or so from the urgent fleet refueling. Well, I just want to do this once. I like to experience something once. We'll do a bunch of these. We'll grab them all and we'll get rid of the ones we don't want to do. All right, let's grab these three here. Like, this is insane easy money. All right, let's grab a first one, track. So where is he going to be at?
Hey, it's Dee again. Looks like you got your books for a refueling job. Good luck. Be safe.
Maps. All right, so pyro for sure. Okay.
Hey there, it's Dee.
Yeah, I mean, of the UI issues, that's the least of my worries. All right, so we want to go to Power Gateway.
Well, thankfully they got you to rescue them. Hey there, it's Dee. Thanks for hopping on this refueling contract. I don't know about you, but the thought of being stranded without fuel scares the hell out of me. Well, thankfully they got you to rescue them.
Yep, thankfully they do. They got me to rescue them. Here we go. Hey, Dee Dee. So how much money we got right now? We got 1.4 million. I didn't have to go to Microtech, or am I in the Microtech area? No, I'm in the Area 18 area. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to peel up at the Stanton Gateway. So we'll go across the gem gate, and then we'll fuel all up, and then we'll go.
Hiya, Dee here. Let's see what we look for today. All right, a refueling job. What would we do without folks forgetting to top off, huh?
Well, the theory is whole shift is that anytime they introduce something new in the game, they want you to test it, so they purposely make it like pay out more. Like tactical strike groups, for example, drop military A equipment more often than QV stations, for example. Well, same thing with this. They want people to test refueling, so they're making the payouts be good. So it will be nerfed, but they don't balance payout for gameplay purposes right now. They pay out based upon what they want you to test. So there's no reason not to do the high paying refueling missions right now. Right? If it wasn't paying out much, I'll be honest, it is a pretty boring gameplay, I think. Like, there's just not a lot to it. The only reason it's exciting as it is it's difficult to get their systems to work. But once you're docked, you just go in and open up some nozzles and that's it. So you're saying they should give me an Odin so that I can test it for them. But they got plenty of people to test it for them. But there's not even out yet. All right, so we'll go through the jump gate, and then we'll go to Stanton Gateway, and then we'll refuel there. All right, let's see if we can find the... is that it? I see you over there. There you are. All right, 62 million or so in just a few days after reaching senior contractor. Yeah, and that's what I want to do. Once I started seeing how much refueling was, it's like it'd be a great way to kind of get your money in a situation you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it's definitely chill. The only frustrating thing is to get docking working. Got to get that docking working. But I'll be honest, it doesn't make the greatest streaming content. But I want to go through this once. I like trying different things in the game. I want to do a stack in these missions, see what happens. Really? That's funny. That makes... I'd rather get jumped by a ship. That's even easier. All right, I like to slow down coming through here. I read someone said in the jump gate, as soon as you start to go through the jump gate, hit Alt F4. Then wait a couple of minutes. And then load back in and you boom, you be on the other side. Is that true? I might test that here. Yes, you'll end up on the other side. Helps with next issues. I think I'm going to do it just to see. Just power off when you activate gate. Wait 20-30 seconds, then power back on and enter. What? Yeah, but I find going through the jump gate nerve-wracking. Like, I get anxious going through the jump gate. Very anxious going through the jump gate. I can relate to the anxiety. And anything I could do to not go through the jump gate, I would be a happy man. I just do. I don't want to redo it again and go out and I can't see and there's light in my eyes and it's just anxiety inducing. I wish there was better UI feedback. Why is it pushing me away? I hate this. Like, it's pushing me away. Yeah. All right, I want to see if this works. All right, we'll do a quick viewer frenzy while we're going through the jump gate here. So we'll do a quick one here. All right, we'll do a quick map. New game. Who's got the shortest one? Run to the hills is short. Start. All right, you got 30 seconds to get in. As soon as the first person enters, then I'm gonna start the countdown timer. All right, Brain's in first. I'm in. All right, 30 seconds to get in. This will be a quick one. You got to be ready. And then we'll jump back into Star Citizen and see if I'm out on the other side. I really, the jump gates are nerve-wracking for me. Boom, boom. All right, 5 seconds. You have an all option for people that suffer from strobing lights causing seizures. For me, the lights just get in my way, and I'm just get anxious just wanting to go through it. Oh, well, how long are you supposed to wait? I thought once it pulls you in, you're good to go. Well, we'll find out. I thought someone says as soon as it starts to pull you in, you Alt F4. And it was pulling me in. All right, 6 dogs leading his map. Oh, look at Dilly. The Dilly bot zooming around. Yuri crashing up into everything. See what some of the action's like up here. Oh, there goes brain space. Look at him zooming, running into 6 dogs. All right, let's do. Yeah, let's get the overhead view. There we go. I like the overhead view. Oh, we're going to the beach. We got a beach sign. Oh, looks like Squidbilly. Got the lead here. Followed by, oh, Zoo's got the lead. Squidbilly, Empress, all going back and forth. All right, it's a very short race. This is near the end of it, guys. Near the end. There goes Sick or Sane. Boom, Sick or Sane with the well-placed zoomed. Yep, Squidbilly, there we go. Oh, Stumpy, you did the wrong thing. You gotta do exclamation zoom. Who's last? Chip was last. 300 entries into the giveaway. My car just kind of stopped going. That happens. I mean, you were going. You're finishing at 6. I mean, you're not like Chip, who's not even going to finish. All right, let's see if this worked. Let's see where we're at. Launch game. Yeah, sounds like you need to refuel. You ran out of gas. You should call Starfare. All right, am I going to be on the other side? What's wrong with that stupid dog? This dog, this dog, Wendy, bless her heart. She's not the brightest of dogs. Just don't call old man if you want to live. Racing prodigy Teddy Miller hospitalized in a freak accident. The 25-year-old pilot was rushed to Maria Pure of Heart Hospital for urgent treatment. All right, what's our server FPS? Our server FPS was real good. Yeah, people are starting to get on the server. All right, where am I at? This sure looks like Pyro to me. Sure looks like Pyro to me. Where's the Stanton Gateway? Maybe it's not Pyro. I can't find the gateway. Oh, there it is. I see it. I like that. There's the gateway. Well, I can tell it's Pyro because there's shit everywhere. That's a good question. Nope, got them all. Got them all. Have all my missions. Well, not even that. I don't have to do a game loop that I don't enjoy doing. I get stressed out going through that jump gate. I'm gonna go through it. Like the first couple of times it's fun, but then you're just like, oh, I don't want to have to do this. Wait, this is the old jump gate. Where's Stanton? Wait, where's the gateway? This is the old jump gate or something. Fuck. I'm gonna wreck. I'm gonna fucking wreck. God damn it. Stop. Yeah, it would have been. Where is Stanton Gateway? Yeah, I know it does. All right, let's do this. Let's go into this. Oh, wait, let's go F2 and then gateway. Okay, there he is. All right, it should be over here. Where is Stanton Gateway? Was that what I was looking at, Stanton Gateway? This is not Stanton Gateway, is it? What happens if I call it a, this thing looks torn up. I can't seem to find Stanton Gateway. All right, screw it. Let's just go do our first mission. I was going to refuel and everything while I was here. But it seems to think like it's right here. I know, but I still should be able to see Stanton Gateway. Does that make sense? All right, let's just go. Let's go to this one. Let's just do this mission. And then we'll load up somewhere near. I'm going to clear the route and I'm getting out of this stuff. All right. F2. Cancel. Back 4. Go to here. Route. Oh, I had my route set. Yeah, but I had that set to Power Gateway. So let's see what that does. Let's try that actually. Let's cancel. Let's go back. Let's see what that does. Stanton Gateway. All right. Yeah, I can't find it. Nah, screw it. Let's just go do our first mission. Cancel. 4. Yeah, I know. It's really weird. Probably because I'm so close. I'm not worried about it. I'll just go do the first mission. That's what happens when you alt F4 to get through not doing the gateway. All right, this is going to be a long quantum jump. What would be nice to know is where these missions are all at so you can like coordinate the distance from them. Let's do a raffle. All right, we don't need this anymore. What are we at? We got 1.4 million. I see no reason why you couldn't when pigs fly. I mean, you can obviously refuel a fueling ship. I was thinking about another race. We could probably do one more. We'll do a short one. The 150s will be close to each other. The 107s in another location. Okay, cool. All right, new game. We're going to do a short map again. We'll do Run of the Hills. And again, we'll do a 30-second timer on that. Exclamation frenzy to get in. Hey, Tic Tac, what's going on? All right, countdown started. Boom, 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 boom. So tomorrow is the M80 giveaway. It is a Game Pack LTI and the M80, courtesy of CIG. Then I might stream once or twice during the week. I don't know. And then I'll be off for the whole next week. And then I'll be back to streaming again when I come back. So we'll have to see. So definitely we'll be taking some time off here. Going on a cruise. All right, what we got here? Everybody's kind of bunched up here. Zoo, Rufus, Biker. All grouped up. Oh, watch out for the rolling tires. You need an 890 jump to keep that going. Yep, you got to be ready, brain. Just missed it. Running along 90 gigameters quantum. So we're like, well, we got time for one. Ube taking off. We got plenty of time. We got 50 gigameters away. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Oh, there goes Biker. Going out to the grass. Oh, look, I'm zooming around. Can you get back onto the map? Or resign myself to remain in the last 3 for the rest of my days. You can do exclamation zoom. Come on, Tic Tac. When you're in the bottom 10%, see this line here? You have unlimited zooms until you're out of the bottom 10%. So use your zooms. They're not using your zooms. You have unlimited zooms. Use those unlimited zooms. All right. Uwe. Is Uwe going to hold on? Oh, Sick or Sane with another good zoom. There we go. Uwe and... Ooh, Texas with a good zoom too. Look, I'm in last. See if I can get out of last here. Like, there I go. Cruising around. Can I beat Perfect? Can I beat Perfect? Can I beat him? Oh, it's going to be close. No, I think he got me. I came in last. Well, that's all right, Uwe. So the more you play, the more you'll learn them. All right, we got 23 Gigamamas. We'll do a raffle, too. We'll do another raffle. Kick a raffle off. Oh. I did do my zoom. Did you see that? But I wasn't in the bottom 10% until the very end of the game. Hey, Chill Polio. You weren't last. You were showing good customer service rounding us up. Almost there. Very interesting ship here. I got on a really good server, Chill Polio. When I joined, there was only 200 people on the server. There was 30 FPS, and there was like 10 people in my area. And I haven't so far. I've just been doing refueling missions, but I haven't really run into problems yet. Zoom can get you in trouble. That's the point of it. Zoom's not necessarily guaranteed to help you out. It can make things worse. It can definitely make things worse. What I might do, though, is because more often than not, a well-placed zoom can win you a map at the end, you can see there. So what I'm thinking about adding is a chance for the zoom to go wrong and it kind of like blows up your car or something. Like, imagine you got some nitrous, right? Whatever the Fast and Furious stuff that they use. And instead of it zooming, let's just say it blows up or something. And so I'm thinking about adding that mechanic in so that everybody doesn't get perfect chance of winning, because it is supposed to be RNG. And I've never been able to figure out how to handle maps that have a nice straight way to end it. There is some skill in doing a well-placed zoom to win, right? And I'm kind of wanting to figure that out. So why am I 86 gigameters away? All right, so Chill Polio, things were working fine. Now you've got here and things aren't working fine. No, I was thinking that too. So if you're in the bottom 10%, I probably won't give it I probably would remove that. It's only for that one-time zoom. I like it because it introduces a little bit of variability to it. And I probably will do that. I'm just kidding, Chilpolio. Why is this obstructive? What are we obstructed by? A blue shell. Okay, why am I obstructed? Well, I think I'm desynced or something. Come back in. Let me chance for nitro to explode. I'm definitely going to add that. I think I'm for sure going to add that. Instruction Star Citizen. Yes, now I see what's wrong. I'm playing Star Citizen. I'm more frenzy. No, not right now. Although when I get Viewer Frenzy on stream, on Steam, I will have a day of doing some Viewer Frenzies to kind of kick it off. I just get out of the chair, get back in. If it doesn't work, I do a short jump towards. Yeah, I've done that too before. I've done things like just jump to anything else and then do it. Yeah, I've done that. It's like there's 1,000 ways to solve some of these problems. What do we think the percentage chance should be? 30%? It should be high enough that it's a real risk. Like, I don't want it to be 50-50, but I do want it to be a real risk. I'm thinking 30% sounds pretty good. As always, I'll make it configurable. If a streamer wants it to be something else, then it can be something else. See, it doesn't even have my waypoint set to there. It's got set to something else. 33 and 1/3%. Okay. Nah, it's just a general zoom. I want zoom to have a chance of something going wrong. Am I going to gaslight? I think it's got me going to gaslight. It still won't set this. Cancel. Oh, this game. And I might change the command from zoom to nitro. So there's a better, clear. Yeah. So now I have an actual reason you're able to zoom is you punched your nitro button. And then it would make more sense. I'll put in there some text or something in the log of saying, oh, nitro went off bad and it blew up or something. And I might change the zoom command to exclamation nitro. So why is it wants me to jump to here. See, it's got the quantum beacon to here. It thinks this is where the ship is at. Let's try a different mission. No, because again, the whole point, Cosmic, is for RNG. And so if you use the zoom, you just have an RNG chance of something going wrong. The whole point is if it's just random luck. Let's cancel this one. Let's see if we can jump to one of these other ones. So that's the Avenger. Let's do, are these all Avengers? All right, let's try that one. Maybe when I jumped through the gate, I messed everything up, but I've already F4'd to somewhere else. Let's see if I can jump to this. No, but I don't want to save zoom. I think I just want to introduce some. See, it's not giving me a quantum jump to him. I don't think it knows where I'm at. See? Even though it's here, it wants me to jump over there. See, they're all messed up. It wants me to jump over here. Well, that's kind of what I did. I jumped to somewhere else. Let's cancel this. Let's go to here. Oh, wow. All right, we'll jump to here, see if this resets me. Server was fine until Chill Polio showed up. All right. It won't even set me a mark. It'll set me a marker to Gaslight. It won't set me a marker to there. Yeah, it's definitely not healthy right now. I don't want to get these missions. I'm gonna do Alt F4. If this doesn't fix, I'm gonna do Alt F4 one more time. They got a new server? I don't even remember what server I was on. Yeah, there's only 288 on the shard. Maybe Pyro's just crapped out. Maybe I should have stayed in Stanton. Yeah, but then I'll lose everything, Linroll. That'll totally reset everything. The whole purpose was I grabbed a bunch of missions in Stanton to do them in Pyro. I would have to redo that all over completely. Let's go refuel. Do toggle the hand send and off. Okay, we can try that. Oh, let me see if I can jump first real quick. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to bed log. I don't want to lose my missions. See, it just doesn't think that mission's right there. If it thought that mission was right there, I'd be able to jump to it. And it's not doing a jump marker to it. We're just gonna go in, lower the ship. We're going to refuel. We're gonna get all that stuff going. Where is station? I just lost the station. It's right behind me. I wanted to refuel up anyway. Does anybody here play World of Warcraft? I played some last weekend with my family. We got a few people here in the house that like to play World of Warcraft, and so Memorial Weekend I played some with them. But I wrote 2 of my first add-ons. But I don't want to talk about it if nobody knows World of Warcraft. Haven't played in years. Yeah. I like Classic. I'm not a big fan of retail. I'll play retail, but I really love Classic. There's just something about the old version of World of Warcraft. Now, I don't keep playing it, but there's something about just doing some of it. Like, give me a hanger. Give me a hanger, please. Not give me a hanger. Yeah, I haven't played the last 2 expansions. I did Dragonflight, was the last one I played a ton of. Comms. Everything was working good till Polio showed up. It's a persistent bug you need to do. Can't even get comms to work. All right, so what is this thing? So toggle hints. Okay. All right. So I need to go to here, escape options. This one right here, show hints. It's already off. So I toggle it off and on. Control hints are on. So what does it need to be? Turn on. Well, this one was already on. All right, so now they're both on. Okay, escape and options. And then turn them off. Like that. Did it give me a hanger? I'm curious to see if I can jump. Well, it didn't fix that. It's not giving me, it's not allowing me to jump there. So it didn't fix that. I did get my hanger though. All right, where is my hanger? How do I get to my hanger? Must be on the other side. I'd say these space stations, they make it hard. You need to do that. What about Alt F4ing? There's no way I'm getting to this hanger in time. Where is this hanger at? Guess the door never opened. I don't see the door open. Alt F4 as well. All right, we'll give it a minute. Hey, construction salvage. 1.4 kilometers. All right. You fly into it from the center of the station. That makes no sense. F2. Comms. Friends. All right, so Pyro is dog shit. Someone in my hangar? No, it's just shadow. That is stupid. I was nowhere near the edge of that. All right, there we go. All right. So I F2 landing manual. How do I know which one was which? I think 3 was the quantum fuel. I wish I could see what was in what. So 2. 3 is going to be that. No, I don't know. That's that. Or go check the field terminal, I guess. Oh, I see. I got confused. This one's S3. That one's P3. Why is it so hard to just have 1 through 6? Is there any reason why they just can't be 1 through 6? Yeah. Now I get it, Linroll. I've been there. I've seen that. So how much does my ship have? So did this refuel? Because I used quite a bit of this. I can't believe I didn't use any of that. I still would prefer 1 through 6. I think it would be easier to remember 6 as this or whatever. So I'm going to store this guy, see if we can't get out of here. Yeah, you can see it from the terminal right here. Yeah, I know you can see it from here. But still would be nice to know. You can see right there. All right, how do we get out of here again? I think we go through here and down. No, that's the internal. Need to go on the outside. Oh, where are the downstairs? Where are the stairs that take you down? Here, I found the stairs that take me down. There, those stairs take me down. Where is... Not the... I thought I came in the front. Alright, we're gonna lower this. Alt F4 one more time. Redo hints. And see if we can get this to work. Here, let's store it. I'm going to share this configuration too. I understand it saves you a little bit of time from having to refuel it. Sure, thank you. I designed it myself. I did this one for my son. He's into Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. I made a D&D like one. All right. It's gonna work. We spend more times on workarounds than anything else. I'd not changed out the fuel tanks. I didn't know you could change the fuel tanks. Can you get bigger ones? Can you get bigger ones? I had no idea. Let's ensure this. All right. Let's do Alt F4 one more time. If I can't get to this the markers now, then it's no good. It's just no good. Server's no good. To be honest, I don't know if I have it in the heart of me to go all the way back to Stanton and grab these again and come back. So really, you can get bigger ones. That's cool, Solar. So they all still the same price. The descriptions are whack. Nice. Very good, very good. All right, we'll kick a raffle off here. There we go. While we're getting back in. Oh, this game wears you out. Like, it'd be fun if I was just, getting to the missions, doing some refueling, going to the next one. But can you stack the 32s with the new nozzles to make it faster? Because don't the new nozzles, don't they have better flow? The blueprint ones? Or you can even buy some, can't you? All right. Okay, so let's do escape options. Turn this on. Okay, we got hints back on. Escape options. Turn them off. There we go. Okay. Nozzle good, but I haven't figured out how to change nozzles yet. Probably functionality's not in. Can you not do it from the vehicle loadout manager? All right, retrieve. Has it grayed out? Of course it does. Well, why would we expect that to work? All right, here we go. We got a new ship. Well, not a new ship, but a reload of the ship. Alt F4. We've shown hints. We've disabled hints. We have tried everything we can. Max lift to change like the mining head. Oh, I guess if you know where it is. So if you turn off the thing, can you pull this off? If you turn off the lock ports, can you pull it off? I don't know if I'll do that on this stream, but that may be something I might try doing. Get some new nozzles. I just want to get some missions done. That's all I want to do. That's all I ask for is some missions. That's so much to ask for. Be able to do some missions. All right. Turn up this way over here. All right, and then I think we come through here. We can come through here, and then here, and then here. There we go. Well, this ship looks beat up. If I bought a brand new ship look like this, I'd be upset. Oh, you couldn't even pull them up? If Star Citizen works as expected, I would have been done by now. Alrighty, there we go. Is this gonna work? I don't know. We'll find out. Do I have a marker set? I wish I didn't have that set. I would have canceled that. All right, please let me quantum. Doesn't like me. It just thinks the missions are somewhere else. That's just all there is to it. It just thinks the missions are somewhere else. Hey, Clay. Like, there's the mission, and it wants to send me to somewhere else. Like, this is where it wants to send me. Let's try to do one of the 107 missions. All right, F2. Toms. All right, let's get rid of this. Maps. I've done that. It's trying to send to one of the other missions. Change active missions till it matches locations. Okay. So, we'll just start in order. Yeah, sneaky little code there for a sec. All right, let's do a raffle. What started? The docking something started? Oh, let's close. Come on, door hanging out. Oh, it's closed. Okay. That's a tough looking ship. There's a bug crossing server boundaries. There's lots of bugs. There's this one bug called Star Citizen. If you play it, it's not even sending me there. And it won't let me quantum to this. Actually, that might let me quantum to it. Because see how it like highlighted? Yeah, so it's gonna let me jump to it. It's a virus, not a bug. There we go. I think we're finally getting one. Hey! 3 hours later. We got the $1 billion. So that's probably right. It was sending me, no matter which one you have active, it probably hasn't one that it wants you to do. It's a virus that keeps making you play it, buy chips for real cash. Yeah, terrible bug. Worst bug ever. Worse than the Black Plague. If I'd known that, I'd have done that a long time ago. Come, I can't ping. Do I not have a radar on? God damn, do I need this much radar? Oh, this is a beacon. Destroy satellite. We're getting hijacked. Like you all said.
Hey, heads up.
We got the decoy.
Look sharp.
All right, blew him up. Who's shooting me? Who's coming after me?
It's a trap.
Who wants to get some? Come here, buddy. Ambushers. Who ambushes a Starfarer? Oh boy, we're gonna get a Starfarer. We're gonna get 5 credits of fuel. Well, I guess now we can put some stuff in. Let's get a couple on there. And all right, can we get some more guns? There we go. Throw another radar so I can get some distance. All right. Where's this asshole at? Come here, buddy. Can't even damage me. Look, I'm already hurting you. The flying bomb. Come here. Come here. I want to talk to you about your car warranty. Come here. How's your car warranty? How's your ship warranty? How's your ship warranty? Because you're going to need one here real soon. Oh, come on, die. So could I do this? Could I get like a Super Hornet MK, keep taking refueling missions in Pyro, and because of most of them just cancel the ones that are refueling missions? Can I do that? Is that what these Pyro ones are? Like that sounds like the way to do this efficiently, right? Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, come over to Pyro, switch over to a decent combat ship, and take these guys out lickety split. Hell, I might get my 600i out. Like these are the easiest combat missions that pay 150k. This is awesome. All right, let's try see if we can get to this one. Yeah, exactly. So I just grab these, right? Hey, Tubby. Right? So just grab these with a combat ship. And if it's a real refueling mission, just drop it and move on. Let's see if we can jump here. Jump. Have a 2-person crew, 1 in Pyro, 1 in yeah, Cosmic, you were saying somebody, either you were saying or somebody else was saying it. Just pick up those missions, blow them up, and man, that's like super quick money. All right, so where is? All right, here we go. So this is going to be another ambush, huh? I mean, I'll load up my alt account over on my other laptop here and have him get the missions, and then the other one, and then just do them here and have like a Super Hornet MK2 or whatever. So they added that in. They added in if you drop missions, you lose rep now. Because that wasn't working that way before. So it used to be like at the beginning of 4.0. Used to be like at 4.0, then they got rid of it because you can lose missions for so many reasons. So yeah, that's not a thing anymore. I don't know if it's not broken. I think they got rid of it because you would lose missions for so many reasons. Yeah. So here we are in Pyro doing refueling missions that are basically combat missions with a Starfarer. All right, so where's this ship at? There he is. Because it used to be that way in the beginning of 4.0. And then around 4.2 or 4.3, maybe even 4.1, they had to get rid of it because people were losing so much rep to other reasons, right? Boy, look at these refueling missions. Like, I get doing the ambush every now and then, but this is silly. If it's like 90% of them are ambushes. And for the amount of pay, this is like super easy. Come here, buddy. Yeah, and that's why. So people were getting upset because I remember I would never drop cargo missions. I was doing cargo missions back then, and I would just never drop them because you lost too much rep. You just lost. Oh, please don't hit an asteroid. Please don't hit an asteroid. Can this guy even do damage to me? Does he even have guns to do anything to me? Easy peasy. Yeah, even Starlight can handle these super fast. Yeah. Even you can do refueling missions with a Super Hornet. Huh. This is crazy. I just made 300K in like a few minutes. All right, contract. What's the next one? And right there he is. Let's track it. Easy peasy money. Look at us on our combat ship, the Starfarer. I'm welcome. But what if I wanted to do refueling? No, that was great. I look forward to doing those. So am I getting rep? Am I actually getting rep? Yeah, I'm getting rep. Whoa. Nice. Nice. Of course. Here we are on our combat ship, the Starfarer. Taking out these ambushers. Contact received. Oh, look, another decoy. That's one way to take it out.
Bad news.
Bad news.
Heading right for you. Uh-oh. Something doesn't feel right here. Look out!
Right. Why am I targeting everything but the satellite? There we go. Bad news. No, good news. Good news. Good news. That's what we're looking for. Target friendly. These are 150K a pop too, man. This is like easy. Could you imagine if I was like in a good ship for fighting? No. Turn fast on it. Wait, did Citizen Spooner moon me? Did I just see that emote? For 30 bits. He mooned me for 30 bits. Oh, don't get me started about the Ironclad. Well, my Ironclad has claimed another one of my lives in Star Citizen again. You know what? They might ban that emote, Spooner, if they see that one. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. No. Come here. Come here. Hello. Hello. family-friendly Muppet who just happens to be sticking his butt at you. Oh, well, desync, no sink, kitchen sink, quit desyncing. Come here. Oh, this is so bad. Come here. Well, I'm not getting any good hits on him. This one's taking me a little bit longer. Oh, this is bad shooting. If you see some of Jen Henson's Be Real, yeah. Who here is a fan of Fraggle Rock? Dance cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock. Down at Fraggle Rock. All right. Let me go away from them and come back. Yeah, that's right. Down at Fraggle Rock. All right, come here, buddy. Oh, he keeps moving on me. Stop moving. Stop flying well. Stop flying so well. I think you're beating like a man. Come here. Stay on target. Stay on target. No shit. Tell me something I don't know, Sheila. Oh yeah, now you're gonna run away. Now you want to run away, huh? Finally. Use missiles too when annoyed. It's nuts that your dogfighting a gas can throw. I know. It's paying out well. What am I? I started out at 1.4 million. Now I'm at 1.8 million in just a few minutes. That's crazy. All right, let's take care of our drink situation real quick. Because my screen's going to go blurry and I won't be able to see here. All right, so let's put the helmet there. Carry one of these. Can't argue with success. Best combat ship in game, Starfarer. No missiles on the base Starfarer? Oh, that sucks. All right, and one more. There we go. I started day with 3.6 million, now at 6 million with my Ironclad. Is the Ironclad even working right now? Does the Gemini have missiles? All right, there we go. Go get our next ambush guy. Come here. Why am I not getting enough? Can't get in my seat. I got my helmet on. Can't get in the seat. Can I get in this seat? Can't get in any seats. This game is so stable. Stable game is stable. Yeah. All right. Bum, bum, bum. Can you rent the Starlight? I'm sitting there trying to think, none of my alts don't have a refueling ship. Hopefully my Ironclad worked better in 481. You told the game that you're having fun and making money, and Star Citizen doesn't like that. Yes, that is exactly what happened. Fun detected. Tuesday, there is a fix for the Ironclad. How do you know it coming out Tuesday? You're just assuming 481 will come out Tuesday? Your sitting privilege is revoked, yeah. Are we just assuming, like, did they announce somewhere? Or are we just assuming the patch will be on Tuesday? All right, what's our servers? Servers are getting worse. They're at 11, 10. It was 30 when I joined, and now it's down to like 10 and 11. But see, that's what I don't get. Like, all right, I don't know what Space Tomato said, but if he's getting insider information, I just think that's bullshit. Like if someone told him it's coming out Tuesday, that should be told to everybody, not just somebody in particular. Because it definitely wasn't on Spectrum. At least not a dev post that got highlighted. Because doesn't this thing here always show all the dev posts? No, I can see Space Tomato getting information from a dev, but doesn't this show like all the dev posts? All right, so I can get back in my seat now. So should I do the hints thingy since I Alt F4? So turn those off. Wait. I don't understand. Do I want them off or on? I don't understand. Biggest thing I had issues with the ironclads inside the command module, just have to remove my helmet to breathe. Yeah. Well, not even. I just find the detaching the command module irritating as hell. All right, so do I have a contract accepted? Which one do I have? All right, let's track him. All right, we're in our combat vessel, the Starfarer. Moving on to our next combat mission. This has to be a programming error, right? I mean, there's no way they intend it to be 90% ambush. I would be pissed if I was wanting to do refueling and getting all these combat missions. I mean, I would be unhappy. All right, let's try to track this one. Let's see if this is it. Nope, that one's not it. Let's do the next one. Wasn't it you that mentioned that they were making the bridge and ironclad have the ability to fly? Yes, I mean, I brought it up, but I didn't do it. That's what they said in the Bar Citizen, the Star Citizen Bar Citizen thing. All right, let's try the next one. Track. Try this. Let's see if we can jump to this one. All right. Nope. Can't jump to any of these. So do I have to do one of these 107 ones? Because I can't seem to get to any of these. Well, so far it's been 100% for me, Kaylin. They've all been these. All right, so I haven't found one yet that will work. Try this one next. Oh. I don't know if I'm going to Gaslight or going to this one. I don't think I'm going to this one because it didn't make the square bigger. Yeah. I'm going to Gaslight. All right. It's the last one, otherwise I've done all of them. Tracks. Refueling. Track. All right, please work. Please work. Nope. It's not wanting to make that bigger. Yeah, I mean, they talked, the wording of it is, here's the wording. It's very or is the wording of that? Ironclad and Ironclad Assault Bridge rework, likely gaining pirate capability from the bridge. One source was uncertain. Multiple others said pilot from bridge being gained. So, sounds like it. That was from the Bar Citizen. All right, I can't jump to any of these. So I guess I've jumped to the ones I can now. Here I was having fun, getting some missions, making some money. Yeah, it's just not letting me jump to that one. Well, I just want to jump to any of them. Let's see here. I just want to be able to get to any of them. I don't care which ones they are. All right, see, that's not letting me jump to him. Try the next one. Yes, they are. So here's a little timeline, Rob. So I just kind of threw this down based upon all the stuff that's been discussed. Right, so we got, we just finished up Defense Con. Supposedly no announcement at Summer Game Fest. I'll wait and see. Alien Week, Raylan, another Galactic Industrial. We're gonna have 481, 2, and 3. I don't know how we have a 481, 2, and 3 before July. But I guess we do. And then, or maybe this is gonna be mid or late July or something. So this has to be sometime in July. 4.9 is gonna get suit lockers, or maybe 4.10. New enemy faction. We're going to get instancing in 4.9. So Siege of Orison will have instancing. And in 2027, they're going to be working on base building and a 600i rework. I threw out my date of May 18th. I think I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to do April 20th. Yes. It's not 100% confirmed. It's saying they're pushing for that. That's what I'm thinking, Thorn. It's got to be late July. They're not confirming. They're just saying this is tentative. They're pushing to have the 600i rework, but it hasn't been definitely put on the schedule. The wording of it. Come on, let me jump to one. Nope, not jumping to that. Contracts. All these nice size contracts, and I can't jump to any of them. All right, let me jump. Let me jump. Let me jump. Let me jump. No. Oh, wait. Nope, that's going to Gaslight. Yeah, exactly, Cosmin. All right, last one. Last one. You stop that talk, Rob. 600i will work. Confirmed for sure. All right, I think I'm going to bedlog here. I'm going to call it an early day. On my long stream tomorrow, going to be a long stream tomorrow, regardless of how good or bad the servers are. We're giving the M80 away tomorrow. Let's kick off one more raffle. So everybody get their extra entries. We're going to raid out to somebody. I don't know who. Jared talks, yes. Who are we going to raid out to? Who's streaming? I've never done Subliminal. Maybe I should do him. Expat did raid me the other day. I should raid her. How long has she been going? She's been going for a while. Hell, she could still be going 5 more hours. But I've never done Subliminal. I think I'll do him. Let's see here. See what he's got going on. I'm not 100% sure, Fat Daddy. It'll try to be a little bit earlier. I do want to have a nice when it's giveaway day. I like to make it a nice long day. We'll have maybe throw in some extra giveaways. We might do some impromptu giveaways, like we did with the whole bee. So you want to be out and about in the stream during that date. All right, is my raffle done yet? I didn't see. When the raffle's done, I'm gonna end the raffle and then we'll raid on out. But I'm excited. Be a fun day tomorrow. See if we can get some refueling missions again. Might do some combat. Yeah, I can see it still going. There we go. 5 winners on the Twitch side. Congrats. All right. And YouTube and Kick should all be done. There we go. And Kick is good. All right. Let's end our giveaway. There's our last code. But it'll be a nice long stream tomorrow. Be a good long stream tomorrow. Maybe get 12. Maybe I'll start 9 a.m. and get 12 hours in. Might shoot for a super long one. All right, so let's raid. And all right, I will see you all in the next one. Yes, stay hydrated. Yes. I'm just gonna log out. I'm not gonna bud log. Not worth it. Quit game.